Who's a good child target?
Shake his head when he see that damn mission.
Fuck you, say. Alright, let's start off by saying Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Giving all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
double honors to apostles and those of Great Millstone. Alright? Another day, man. Alright? You see the prophecies coming to pass every day, man. Every day is something new, man. Alright? This place is growing feeble and feeble, man. Alright? But men of the Lord, the prophets, hey man, we still here, man. We still prophesying the downfall and destruction of this wicked kingdom. Alright? Known as spiritual Babylon. Alright? Spiritual Sodom and Egypt. Alright? Which I would say is America, right? This place, man.
Get Revelation 18, and in respect to the brothers pushing this truth and faith and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Can't forget about you, brothers.
Con. Double honors to the apostles and those of Great Millstone, just in case like that.
This is Revelation chapter 18. And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils.
That's right, man. And that's this place, man. All right, spiritually, this is physically going to be inhabited by all just unclean, hateful birds, man. All right, this place, man. Eating the flesh, all right, of 2/3 niggas, all right, and you heathen nations, man. Chiefly you Edomites, man.
In the hold of every foul spirit, in a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all the nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
That's right, man. And the philosophies of this place, man, we see it's just been polluting the whole earth, man. All right? You know, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? The earth is being ceased, man. You know, food is right here shut down. Hotel right here shut down, man. This place is desolate. You know what I'm saying? And people are still caught up in the folly, man, the fornication, the wine, man. People are just so caught up, man. People are waiting for basketball to come back, man. Ultimately, this place is about to be destroyed, man.
It says, and the merchants of the earth have waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partaker of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, hey, man, this would be likened it to basically making a party. You know what I'm saying? This is not our rest, man. We're going to be departed from this place, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to be partaker of those plagues that's hitting this place, man. All right? Plagues is hitting this place now, but it's going to be high level, man. It's just the beginning of sorrows, man. All right? It's a few prophecies left, man. There's a few prophecies left, and since the decades, all right, the brothers have been out pushing this truth, man, starting from the apostles and elders, man, you know, men before them, you know, hey, man, you see the prophecies are just speeding up. It's at a high rate, man, you know.
This is Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
That's right, man. You know, and that's the plagues that, all right, that's coming to all you niggas, man. All right, coming up against men of the Lord. All right, you scoffers, man. Hey, man, there's no new thing under the sun, man. You say niggas, all right, y'all the same men that brought us in the Maccabees, man, in the first Maccabees, man. Wicked Israelites, man. Persuaded, all right, to go out the ways of the heathen, man. All right. All right, you say niggas are going to taste of that cup, man. All right, the cup of the wrath, man.
This is Amos chapter 9, verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord.
God. void, man. So you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, all right, need to wake up before it's too late, man. You know, because hey, man, before this happens, all right, you got particular things. We coming in the midst of Jacob's trouble, man. All right, you talking about the great tribulation, man. Since there was a nation, man.
Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 6. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Right. Yeah, it's the time of Jacob's trouble, man. Meaning what? It's gonna be nothing but tanks and bombs and missiles and assault rifles, alright, just all in the streets, man. Alright, you're gonna have these troops coming and busting in your doors. You have people for the lack of bread running up in your house. Alright, it's gonna be the worst thing under the whole heaven, man. Ain't gonna be no more America, man. Ain't gonna be no more mirth. Ain't gonna be no going to the strip club, watching basketball games and football games, man. It's about to be mass judgments, man. Mass death, man. Alright, people about to be getting put to death. Women about to be getting raped. Alright, and cannibalism. Alright, shit, you name it, man. You know, a famine is coming. We already see the pestilence. It's just the beginning, man.
Right.
You know, you look in the media, alright, and Satan's devices, alright. But ultimately, people are dropping from this shit, man. Alright, people are dying from this shit, man. This ain't a part of nobody's figment of nobody's imagination, man. Yeah, how about Shimei Shai is sending the plagues, man? They shall not be returned back, man. Alright, it's the time of Jacob's trouble, man, where the Lord is about to start judging you niggas, you Hispanics, and you Native Americans.
That's right.
Alright, 2/3 of our people about to be cut off and die out here. Alright? Those that don't want to get right with the God in the Bible, alright, the Lord said He's gonna thrust you through, man. Alright, because you want to be joined to the devil and the heathen, man.
This is Revelation 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquities. You got it, bro.
God. Sins reached to heaven, man. All right, that's this place, man. All right, scriptures talk about it. Numbers, was it 35 and 38? 35, 33, it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, this land was built on the backs of so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, man. We shed a lot of blood to build this place, man. All right, and hey, man, this place has to get cleansed with blood, man. The sins has reached the heavens, man. The iniquities have reached. That's sin on top of sin, man. So what you think is great? You think the Most High in the Bible is just going to sit back and let this thing come back to normal, man? This is just the beginning of sorrows, man. This is the beginning, all right, of the end of this wicked kingdom, man. And the beginning, all right, of our kingdom, man. The righteous rulership, man, led by chiefly Yahweh Shai, who the world calls Christ, all right, on down, the house of David, man. The B'Yav Dawadah, man. That was on that road.
It talks about receiving of her plagues.
Count.
The plagues are already coming out now. You know, we got the corona, we got the COVID-19 thing, but that's just the beginning, man.
Right.
There's going to be other plagues that are going to come forth. And that's why I'm saying depart out of the ways of this place so you don't receive of those plagues, because they're going to come. People are dying, man. Their lungs are filling up. You know, these people are really dying, and the Most High is going to only get more, you know, it's just going to, he's going to roll more. He's opening up his armory. The Most High is opening up that armory, which means there's going to be more pestilence, more disease, more stuff. Yeah.
And not even, you know, just land back, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the season of Passover. We just did our Passover a few weeks ago, man. It's called the Passover, the Passat, man, where the Spirit, we put the blood on the doorpost, man, spiritually, man. You know what I'm saying? So now these people are getting tagged with that spirit that Lord willing, it passed over our doorpost. All right? So I got a precept. This is 2 Ezra 16 and 14. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Right? So yeah, so right now those plagues are being sent out. And they're not going, and like the scripture says, his word should be sent out and it should not be returned void, man. All right? So his check is he's going to cash that check. All right? He's been saving up for this moment right here. For the time that's going on upon the earth, man. These people are scared. That's what you should be. You should be scared. All right? Because the Lord is not going to be a man that his word shall slack, man. All right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get that. This is 2nd Esdras 16 and 36. It says, "Behold, the word of the Lord Yahweh Bashemel Shai, receive it. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack." All right. So these plagues right here that's taking place on this planet, on the earth right now, was prophesied a time before. All right, a time before it actually happened. Just like the brother brought out of Jeremiah 30 and 7, man. No time on earth other than this time before.
Go ahead.
Okay. So like, I just wanted, since we was going into some of those plagues, you know what I'm saying? This 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 49. "I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence to waste thy houses with destruction and death." You know, so speaking of some of those pestilence that the Lord that is not slack, you know, it tells you what? Widowhood, man. You know, women out here, their husband's gonna be getting put to death. Poverty, everything that you thought you had on this side, you're gonna lose all that. Famine, a lack of bread, a lack of food, man. Sword, okay, any kind of killing instrument being put to death, man. All right, pestilence, all different types of diseases, all right, that'll put you to death. To waste thy houses with destruction and death, man. You know, that's what's being sent. That's what's not being slack, you know?
Yep. Bro. You know, and that's it. Hey, man, this COVID-19 thing is only just one example. We know it's like a domino thing. Like, you know, hey, man, the wickedness of the so-called white man, which is Esau in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? He's that sword used by the Most High. All right? We know this so-called vaccine that eventually is going to be a mandatory vaccine. All right? Which is going to kill a lot more people because it's going to have, you know what I'm saying, some form of COVID-19 in it. You know what I'm saying? And with that, we know the mark of the beast. All this is all correlated together, man. And this is all while we got rumors of wars, man. We got nations rising against nation, kingdom against kingdom.
They just done forgot about all that. They done just forgot about all how China basically done said that this disease is a creation of the Americans. Technically that's a declaration of war, man. You're saying that they created a biohazard for the rest of the world, so you got to destroy that nation. You know what I'm saying? For them, if you make that accusation, slash.
That's right. You know, all these prophecies, hey man, these not gonna come back void, man. Ezekiel 38 talks about that evil thought being made, man. Hey man.
It's Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet."
Yeah, so like, bring that one.
This Matthew 24 and 6. "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars."
Right now, we're in the season of rumors, but trust and believe, man, as a woman that travaileth, man, that baby's gonna be born, man. All right, keep going.
It says, "See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass."
He's talking to the elect. All right, the ones that have the blood on their doorpost, man. That's who he's talking about. The house of David, the Baal Dawah, man. All right, the ones that he knew from the beginning, man. According to Romans 8:29, man. All right, so we're not to be troubled in these times, man. We're supposed to stand boldly, even more so, because of the fact that that this COVID-19 has got the whole world mourning right now. All right, we're happy because we know that our kingdom is drawing nigh.
That's right.
So we ain't worried about COVID-19. All right, he said not to fear that. These are things that it has to happen on this earth in order for the end times to process through, man. I got something else.
It's Exodus chapter 12 and verse 22. "And ye shall take a bunch of hyssop and dip it in blood that is in the basin, and strike the lintel and the two side posts with the blood that is in the basin."
That's right. Spiritually, that's what we did, man. All right, when we threw up those prayers, man, to Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right, when we prayed, all right, and whenever we kick off camp, you know, we throw up these blessings. All right, that the Lord will look over each and one of our families, man, and ultimately over us, man, over our households, man. All right, so that we don't have to partake in the bull, in the stuff that you Americans ultimately going to be dealing with. This is just the beginning, man. This is just the beginning. It's not the end by no stretch of the imagination, man. Go ahead.
It's not going back either, Sloppy. It
Okay,
ain't
good.
going back to normal.
That's right. How could it?
Only way to go back to normal is if you take that chip.
See, these people ain't bugging because right now it's baseball season. Nobody likes baseball or this, whatever. So when football season come in, ain't no practices, all right? Ain't no, especially down here in Georgia, man, down in the South, man, they take that shit seriously. Football's a religion down here, all right? And if football ain't around, these people are gonna bug out. I'm telling you, I see it happen.
It says, and none of you shall go out at the door of his house until the morning.
That's right. None of us should go out to out that door until until the Lord passes over, man. All right. Once we put that blood on, that spiritual blood on the doorpost, man, the Lord's gonna get busy in this time. Go ahead.
It says, for the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua will pass through to smite the Egyptians.
That's right. That's why he said, don't come out the house, man, until the morning. All right. Finish well, that's what we're supposed to do is of our custom for the Passover. We're supposed to finish everything of that meal for that night. All right. For the morning, because for that night, because we're not going to be leaving into that next morning. All right. Because the Lord's going to get busy on the Egyptians. All right. And who's the Egyptian of these times? When you go to 2nd Esdras 15. All right. Egyptian against Egyptian, man. All right. Isaiah 19. All right. I think it's
Second Esdras 15 said, I will smite Egypt with plagues again as before. You know what I'm saying?
as before.
Verse 9 goes into it too. That bottom day Pharaoh.
That's right.
Esau.
That's right.
It says, for the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua will pass through to smite the Egyptians. And when he seeth the blood upon the lintel and on the two side posts, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua will pass over the door.
That's right. He will pass over the door. Read that one time.
It says, and when he seeth the blood upon the lintel and on the two side posts, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua will pass over the door.
He will pass over the door, man. All right. So spiritually, in this time right now, Yahweh, who's that spirit, that spirit of death that's passing over the house of Israel, right? And actually, the house of Israel, meaning the 144,000 and 1/3 in this time, not all of Israel. All right, because not all of Israel is going to be able to partake this time. 2/3 have to die. All right, on this side. All right, they're going to be straight in the kingdom. But the Lord is spiritually passing over that door right now because the blood we put the blood on the doorpost, man, for the Lord and pray for the Lord to pass over. All right, and now He's terrorizing the rest of you Egyptians because that's what you are. All right, all your customs go back to Egypt, man, and ultimately Babylon. All right.
The Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua will pass over the door and will not suffer the destroyer to come into your houses to smite you.
Who is he talking about? He's talking about the elect. He's not going to suffer, or he's not going to let COVID-19 come over to destroy his elect, man. He's not going to do that. He said this.
Oh, you get Jeremiah 4:7 real quick, trying to just back him up. He said the destroyer because he had made mention. The brother Shamar made mention to that death angel being who they call Jesus Christ. He was that death angel who had he either saved you. He was in semblance to that lamb, which he is the lamb.
Lamb and the lion.
He either saved you or he brought forth death. Right? But it's going to go into that line right here because it said destroyer. So here it go right here.
This is Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 7. The lion is come up from his thicket,
The lion has come up from his thicket, man. Go ahead.
and the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way.
The destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. You get Isaiah
66:15.
Yep.
It says, he is gone forward from his place to make thy land desolate.
That's right. He has come forth from his place, which is of the heavens. All right. He's coming from the waters, which we understand that to be the heavens, man. All right. He's coming from the fourth dimension to come down to the third dimension. All right. To come test you, to come destroy you Gentiles, man, both spiritually and you actual Gentiles.
Right, because it said the Egyptians. Here in Exodus 12th chapter, it said, for the Lord will pass over to smite the Egyptians.
Right.
And like you was mentioning, a lot of Americans, even if they're not actual Egyptians,
Their mindset goes back to the Egyptians. Because all kind of, even fishnet stock. Brothers bring this out all the time. A lot of things came from Egypt, man. All right. So a lot of you, even these monuments, all right, that look like penises, that goes back to the Egyptians, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says, and thy cities shall be laid waste without an inhabitant.
That's right. Your city shall be laid waste without an inhabitant, man. All right, the Lord's gonna do work, man. You got that in Isaiah 66. You got it, man.
It's Isaiah 66 and 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind.
That's right. For the Lord will come with fire, and his chariots like a whirlwind. Go ahead.
To render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire.
That's right. He's gonna fury. His fury, his fury is gonna be furious, man. All right. It's gonna be fast and furious. All right. And it's gonna be so fast on these people, like the scripture says in Second Peter 3 and I believe 4. It talks about he shall come as a thief in the night.
Yeah, 2 Peter 3 and 10.
All right, so like, go ahead, bro.
It says, for by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
Will he plead with all flesh, man? He didn't say some of the flesh, he said all flesh. Now, of course, who's excluded from that? The elect. Because, like the brother read, man, Lord willing, we're a part of that number, man. We put the blood on our doorposts, man. All right, and we waited for him to do his damage, all right, in the night. And in the morning, we're gonna come out and see all the remnants of it. All right, that's the start of the kingdom, man. All right, in these times. All right, go ahead.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
The slain of the Lord shall be many. Go ahead, bring that Isaiah 60 and
This is Isaiah. This is the book of Isaiah 60
hold that real quick.
and 8. Who are these?
No. What it says, 63. 63. That's right.
This is Isaiah 63 and verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra?
Who is this that comes from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? Who is Basra? The king. That's the capital city of Edom, man. Who is the capital city of Edom on this earth right now? America. All right. Who is Edom? The Edomites. Who runs this nation? The so-called white man, right? Go ahead.
This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness mighty to save.
He came in the power of his strength, man. All right, that lion. All right. The first time he was here, he came as a lamb. He was meek. He was humble. This time he's gonna come with great power and strength. All right. Go ahead.
Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel,
Wildfire. Go ahead.
and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat?
Oh, what's going on? Why's your garment so red? He's gonna answer that. Go ahead.
I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me.
That's right. The Lord said he coming by himself, man. All right. He coming in gangster. He coming gangster style, man. Coming in style as from Jake would be, man. Go ahead.
For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury.
He will tread them in his anger, and he will trample them in his fury, man. All right. That don't sound like a peaceful. He don't sound like this guy right here, man. This guy. He don't sound like this guy. This guy comes with love, peace, harmony. All right. Some weed. All right. Some mollies.
You know how it says, don't think that I came to send peace on the earth, but a sword.
That's right. This man right here coming with peace. All right. But the Lord coming with a peace to destroy you. Shalom. Hey, that's right. That's right. Hey, call all y'all about Shemel shot, man. All right, go ahead and bring that out.
Finish here?
Isaiah 66.
Yeah, hold that.
Back in Isaiah 66 and verse 17.
Yeah.
They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves. 16. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
That's a part of him coming down and trampling these people, man. All right? That's what he said. He said it's a promise. He said he's going to come back and he's going to trample these people in his fury, man. All right? That doesn't sound like a all-loving type of God, man. That sounds like a guy who's pissed off at this place, man. All right? That's it on there, right? Go ahead, bro.
It says, for I will tread them in mine anger. Again, this is Isaiah 63, verse 3. Again, I will tread them in mine anger and trample them in my fury.
That's right.
And their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments.
Now he just asked. The prophet Isaiah asked this question: Why is your apparel? Why is your garment all in red, man? All right, like you've been stuffing in grapes. All right, read that one more time.
It says, I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me.
And of the people, he's talking about the elect. Go ahead.
For I will tread them in mine anger.
He's talking about the Edomites, because remember in the beginning in 63:1 he said, who is this that comes from Edom? All right, from Basra, which is the capital city, which Hey, spiritually, if you understand the capital of Edom right now, the so-called white man's top kingdom is America. Go ahead.
And trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments.
And their blood shall be sprinkled upon his garments. He answered Isaiah's question. Why is his garment so red? It's because he trampled all these people in America, all right, to death by himself.
Right.
All right. What?
And I will stain all.
But just to add, he even though he's saying it's like, really, this is all me, but he's still gonna bring the host of heaven.
He's still gonna bring the host of
The
heaven.
whole host of heaven, all the angels gonna come with who they call Jesus Christ and Howard Shah.
Just to make a spectacle. Just to make a spectacle.
And the brothers that's gonna still already be here too. They're gonna be taking fun of it too.
I was going to add who created it, who created the angels, who created the elect, who created the chariots. So it's him either way.
That's right. Oh yeah, we're real tough. Yeah, that's a good point.
And I will stain mine raiment, for the day of vengeance is in my heart.
He said he will stain his raiment for the day of vengeance in his heart, man. All right? And Most High gonna kill niggas out here, man. All right? That's right. He gonna kill niggas like you. All right? That's a fucking nigga woman, don't matter.
And the year of my redeemed is come.
The year of his redeemed shall come, man, and that's the elect, man. So ultimately, the Lord is going to do a lot of killing, man. All right, he's going to be that lion that came up from his thicket, man. All right.
This back in Exodus chapter 12 and verse 24. And ye shall observe to do this thing for ordinance to thee and to thy sons forever.
That's right. So the Lord said that if you spiritually put that blood over your doorpost, man. All right, if you're of the elect, what you're gonna do that anyway, and spiritually anyway. The Lord's gonna cover you. All right. Remember, everything's already predestined.
Well, that's why Yahweh Shah said at the Last Supper, he says, "Eat of me and drink my blood."
That's right.
You know, because he represents that lamb.
And who was he talking about in that room? He's talking to the elect, man.
Yep. Because a disciple means a follower.
That's right.
Who is the elect? They're followers. That's right.
You know.
It says, and it shall come to pass when ye become to the land which the Lord Yahweh Shah will give you, according as he have promised.
That's right, that land. Who is that land? Israel. All right. Right now, as we always talk about, man, there's a rat infestation in the land of Israel right now. All right. So how is the Lord going to cleanse that land? With intercontinental ballistic missiles. But
That ye shall keep this service.
that's right.
And it shall come to pass when your children shall say unto you, what mean ye by this service? That ye shall say, it is the sacrifice of the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushah's Passover.
That's right. This is the sacrifice of the Lord Yahweh Shah's Passover. All right. So basically, when we took of that lamb, all right, when we took part of that ceremony, man, we were putting that spiritual blood on our doorpost, so the Lord will pass over us, man. Because that destruction that we were reading about in Isaiah 66 and Isaiah 63, all right, and various other scriptures, man, it's gonna come, man, and it's gonna come when you ain't looking, when you ain't paying attention, all right.
It says, that ye shall say, it is the sacrifice of the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushah's Passover, who passed over the houses of the children of Israel in Egypt.
That's right, the children of Israel in Egypt. We're in spiritual. What the scripture say? What does that scripture say? We're in. For ye are in spiritual Egypt. Sodom and Egypt.
Oh yeah, Revelation 11. Yo, Revelation 11:8. Yo.
All right. So when we're in Egypt, look at the back of your daughter. But we ain't gonna go into all that. But we know that this is spiritual Egypt because of the customs that they keep. All right, the customs that they keep and the mindset that they have.
They said the children of Israel, which we know in Romans the 9th chapter, all of Israel is not of Israel. So everybody not a child of Israel.
That's right.
It says, who passed over the houses of the children of Israel in Egypt when he smote the Egyptians.
When he smoked the Egyptians, man. All right. Again, this is spiritual Egypt. So guess what? When the Lord makes his glorious return with all his strength, he's going to smoke all of Egypt. All right. That's all of Egypt, including the 2/3 of the nation of Israel.
That's right. Scripture say Egypt shall mourn.
That's right.
You know?
It says, and the people bowed the head and worshiped.
That's
and,
right.
and the children of Israel went away and did as the Lord Yahweh Shah commanded Moses, and Aaron, so did they.
That's right. What are we doing right now? We're doing exactly what Moses and Aaron did back in those days in Egypt. We're doing it now in the new Egypt.
Spiritual Egypt. Yep.
We're the spiritual Moses and Aaron, man. All right, in every major city throughout this world, man. All right, and we're out here telling the so-called white man to let the Lord's people go, but you won't, because the Lord said, just like He did with Pharaoh, He will harden his heart. All right, and he will resist. He will resist the Lord, or try to resist the Lord's will, but really He's not. He's doing exactly what the Lord's will.
It's a lot.
Nigga want to think this funny, man.
And
Demon,
verse 29. And it came to pass that at midnight the Lord Yahweh Shah smote all the firstborn in the land
That's right.
of Egypt.
That's right, man. He's gonna smoke all your firstborn, you Americans, you dumbass Americans, man. All right. You don't understand now. You get a little fit. This little face. This is just you dipping your foot into to that water, man. All right, because the Lord gonna be right behind you and push you right into that motherfucker. It's like
It says, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sat on his throne unto the firstborn of the captive that was in the dungeon.
man, the Lord is serious, man. He's serious and He's beautiful.
So if you was an Israelite and you didn't have that blood on your door back then, He killed your ass too. He killed you and your firstborn too. You know? Which the Lord right now, he saved the whole nation of Israel back then. He's not saving the whole nation this time.
That's right.
You know? He's not saving the whole nation.
Because you know what? You know why He's not gonna do that? Because the last time He saved all of all of Israel, right? They just watched the whole Red Sea part. All right, got to the land, they saw all their enemies destroyed. Not a moment later did they start complaining, oh Lord, why we don't just go back to Egypt? We had melons and we had cucumbers. All right, we were eating good in Egypt. You got us in this land, you're forsaking us. You just watched the Red Sea part. Okay? But this is why the Lord's going to destroy 2/3 of His people. Man.
That's right.
Because they are not going to get aboard this willingly. All right? They're not going to come above this train. Ultimately, it's up to the Lord's will, though.
It says, and all the firstborn of the cattle. That's right. You got
Can
something?
I bring something out, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Jeremiah chapter 15. Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, which is spiritual, just going into that. Yet my mind could not be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then shalt thou tell them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, such is for death to death, and such is for the sword to sword,
Right.
and such is for famine to famine, and such is for the captivity to the captivity.
That's right.
And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and to destroy. And I just wanted to send that message out there to the spirit, through the spirit, because you got individuals out here sweeping around the block, parking up, playing music, thinking this shit's a fucking game, man.
A wicked
How about Shema Shah about to have these dogs eating your ass the fuck up out here?
That's
Man.
right.
Your ass gonna be starving to fucking death, man.
That's right.
You think this shit's a fucking game, man?
That's right.
Alright? We out here risking our damn lives to tell our people to come back to Yahweh Shema Shah, and they want to fucking laugh like it's a game.
That's right.
This ain't no fucking game, man.
Right, man.
We ain't no fucking schoolboys.
They think we a joke out here, man. But guess what? You're the joke, man. All right. You know, hey, man, the Lord. Hey, you know what though? We're gonna get back. You know, like the brother was alluding to. We're throwing out a sacrifice. We're using our bodies as that sacrifice, man. All right.
Just to land back, bro, I got something for you just because you made that point about being a sacrifice. This is Isaiah 19:19. It says, in that day shall there be an altar to the Lord in the midst of the land of Egypt, and a pillar at the border thereof to the Lord.
At the gates, man.
And it shall be, and this is the altar. This is the altar in the midst of Egypt. We're setting up an altar. You know, by us coming out here and doing this work, man. This is the altar that we're making unto the Lord.
Right.
We, like you said, we're living sacrifices. Right? This is a sweet savor in the Most High's nostrils, man. And it says, and it shall be for a sign and for a witness unto the Lord of hosts in the land of Egypt, for they shall cry unto the Lord because of the oppressors. And that's what the scriptures say. We sighing and we crying, right?
That's right.
Don't give them any rest until he makes Israel a praise in the earth, right?
Right.
So that's what we're doing now. We're not giving them any rest until he makes us a praise in the earth.
That's right.
And it says they shall cry unto the Lord because of the oppressors. And we do. You know, we crying unto the Lord because of the oppressors. They can kill us like dogs in the streets, man.
That's right.
You know? And it says, and he shall send them a savior and a great one, and he shall deliver them. Who is the Savior and the great one? That's Lord Yahushua. It's the destroyer of the Gentiles, right? And it says, and the Lord shall be known to Egypt, and the Egyptians shall know the Lord in that day. Because he's going to make his name. He's going to make his name great again, man.
That's right.
You know, make his name great again. And it says, and shall do sacrifices and appellation, yea, they shall vow a vow unto the Lord and perform it. And we was vowing a vow when we did the Passat.
That's right.
We vowed a vow unto the Lord, and we're going to perform it.
That's right.
I think that may be it. And the Lord shall smite Egypt, he shall smite and heal it, and they shall return even to the Lord, and he shall be entreated of them, and shall heal them. You know?
So, it's
Got
like,
it, bro.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah, but the Most High is going to smite Egypt, man. He's smiting Egypt with plagues right now, but this is just the beginning. You know, it says in 2nd Ezra, it says that, you know, when the birthing pains, first they start off and then they slacken out a moment. You know, then they start to pick up, back to back to back. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see that in our lifetime. Lord willing.
I got a script. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 12. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it, man. You know, we went into some of those plagues, man. This coronavirus is a plague, man. You know, the Lord is taking the mirth out of this place. People are mourning right now, man. You know, they think that the shit is sweet out here, man. All right? The scripture tells you it's going to be the beginning of sorrows, man. You know, Egypt's going to be mourning. All these fucking proud people, man. All these haughty people through the spirit, man. They're about to be brought down really, really, really extremely low, man. You know? All that pride is about to be put to rest.
Just to land back the point the brothers was making in Isaiah 63, talking about that wine press, man. Although Yahushua, who walked on Christ, all right, he's gonna crush these Edomites' skull, man. This is in Revelation 19, verse 15. It says, and out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and treadeth the winepress in the fierceness and wrath of almighty power.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Revelation 14 and 14. And I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle.
The Son of Man, that represents Yahushua, who these people call Jesus Christ. And that cloud, that represents what these people call so-called UFOs, which are going to come from the sky. They're going to be chariots. You know, those are the chariots of God, the chariots of Yahweh. You know?
Revelation 1 verse 7 says, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him.
Yeah, so that's Yahushua. When he come on them clouds, which, you know, he's not going to literally come on a cloud like Aladdin, okay? When you see them chariots, you're going to be terrified, man.
Right.
All right, because first and foremost, you people think chariots are UFOs, you know? So you see a chariot, you're going to be like, oh, those are UFOs with aliens in it. You're going to get spooked. But then you're going to even get more spooked when you see a so-called black man who look pissed off on it, ready to kill, you know?
Man, black angels.
Khan, bro. Khan, yes. This is a depiction of our Lord Yahushua. And for all you stupid ass Israelites who say this is making a graven image or we worship this image, this is just a depiction, asshole. Okay? This is just a depiction. This is a depiction of who you call Jesus Christ, our Lord Yahushua Mashiach.
That's right.
All right?
That's
Ain't nobody praying to a picture.
Khan, bro.
We can't literally get in an altar and just praying and bowing to the picture and stuff.
Right. Who literally gets the picture of Yahushua and be like,
These dumbass Christians would though.
yeah, Khan. And it's not a graven image, it's just a depiction, asshole. A graven image, that's something you can literally go and bow down and worship.
Back in Revelation 14, verse 15. And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, thrust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe.
And that go into that Matthew the 13th chapter.
Talking about
But the tares and the wheat.
tares and the wheat, yeah.
Bro.
Yeah,
The harvest of the earth is right, which means that the wickedness of this place has reached up into the heavens, and it's time for the judgment to come. And Yahushua, he's the one who's going to bring forth the judgment, like we've been going into. He's that death angel. you say, Tamam?
I say, yeah, it's about that time, you know?
Nah, bro.
God, this day come. This is the day that's coming really soon, man. All right,
Like not a moment.
really soon. Verse 16. And he that sat on the cloud thrust his sickle on the earth, and the earth was reaped.
They're going to what you just brought out in Revelation 19. That's that sharp sword that went out of his mouth. You know, that's going wipe out all those that are not of his elect, those who are not who don't have his blood.
Spiritual blood.
Spiritual blood. Let's say Khan, bro. That's why. Yup, the essential judgment. Yup.
Verse 17. And another angel came out of the temple which is in heaven, he also having a sharp sickle. And another angel came out from the altar, which had power over fire, and cried with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, Thrust in thy sharp sickle, and gather the clusters of the vine of the earth, for her grapes are fully ripe.
So, and they go into 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, when they say, I have kept the grape of my cluster. Okay? So ultimately the grape, you know, that's like the brother Karaf was alluding to the other day, trees and fruits. You know, those a tree is known by its fruit. Right? You know, that's that good grape. You know, and that grape, they're the ones who are gonna have power over the fire. Like I tell you in Zechariah the 13th chapter, I will bring the third part through the fire. You know,
And to land back on what you're saying right there, he said he shall bring the third part through the fire. All right, the elect is known as likened unto an olive tree, and when you light an olive tree on fire, it doesn't burn the olive tree at all.
That's good.
Verse 19. And the angel thrust in his sickle into the earth, and gathered the vine of the earth.
Gathered the vine of the earth, gathered the elect. You know, say he had power over the fire. You know,
And cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shad. Verse 20, and the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the winepress.
the winepress was trodden without the city. So what's the city? The people of the Lord represent the city, Holy Jerusalem. You know, they was trodden without the city. The winepress, gonna be in here in Basra, with, like the brother Shamar brought up, in Isaiah 63. But he was touching on the Isaiah 63. You know, it's gonna be the winepress right here, and wherever else our people are at throughout the four corners of the earth, because Jacob is scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, so it's not just gonna be judgment here in America. It's gonna be judgment wherever Jacob at.
This the epicenter.
God, yeah, this the epicenter though. God, bro. Yep. God, that was in on that. Y'all got something?
Yeah, I got
This,
Go ahead.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 20. So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril because of the devices that were come into it. And I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a grape of the cluster, and a plant of a great people.
Read it. That was 2nd Ezra 9.
Yeah.
Read it one more time.
2nd Ezra 9, I start at verse 20 again. It says, so I considered the world, and behold, there was peril because of the devices that were come into it.
Yahweh Shemashah said, I considered the world, and it was peril because of the devices that have come into it. You know, what's the devices? You know,
homosexuality.
oh my goodness.
The so-called democracy.
Huh?
All right. Damn. What's another thing?
Imperialism. Like your brother be
Imperialism,
going
yeah,
into.
Transgenderism. Homosexuality. Yeah.
Covetousness.
Covetousness. Oh,
Robbery.
God.
Murder.
Hey, what that
Pride.
song? What was that song the nigga woman was playing? OPP. That stands for other people's pussy. Covetousness.
Covetousness.
Property.
Adultery. Okay? Just uncleanness, man.
That's right.
Wantonness. Pride, man.
Matter of fact, you get Genesis. You got something for him? You get Genesis 6 and 12. Hold that real quick, man. You gotta get Genesis 6 started.
Book of Genesis, chapter 6, verse 11. It says, the earth also was corrupt before the Most High, and the earth was filled with violence.
And what it say in Matthew 24, like Kabar always bring out, as the days of Noah were, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be.
That's right.
You know, so the earth is full of violence and full of corruption. You know,
It says, verse 12, and the Most High looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth.
yeah, all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. All right, can't find the truth here in this place, man. You know, well, this is the truth. You know, this the only place you're gonna find the truth through the man of the Lord. You know, ain't no more truth out here. Truth fell. You know.
Verse 13.
Matter of fact, no, it's not 13.
Verse 13 it says, and the Most High said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me.
Yeah, that's what time we in right now. The harvest is ripe. You know.
It says, for the earth is filled with violence, them, behold, I will destroy them with the earth.
And I will destroy them with the earth. Because everything is made up of elements, and ultimately, these those nuclear missiles, those are made up of elements, fire and brimstone. You know. So the Lord is going to actually destroy these people with the elements, some of the elements that He used to make the earth. You know. That's what we're coming into. You know.
It says, so I considered the world, and behold, there was peril because of the device that will come into it. 2 Ezra 9, verse 21.
Just like in the times of Noah. You know.
And I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a grape of the cluster, and a plant of a great people.
Like it tell you in Malachi the 3rd chapter, it says, for the Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah changeth not, so therefore ye sons of Jacob are not utterly consumed. So Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah kept them a remedy. You know, like it tell you in Isaiah the 1st chapter, if matter of fact, you get this line. Isaiah 1:9.
Book of Isaiah 1, verse 9. It says, except the Lord Yahweh of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah.
Right, so that's that grape of the cluster. Yahweh Shim Al-Shah kept a remnant. When you go into that word remnant, it means excess or remainder. All right, so we're like the last ones left, like Tupac said. Like in this wicked ass place, we like the last ones left who have separated ourselves from wickedness. You know.
Just had a quick little read. It's Isaiah 5 and 7. It says, for the vineyard of the Lord of hosts is the house of Israel, and the men of Judah his pleasant plant. And he looked for judgment, but behold oppression for righteousness. But behold the cry. So basically, you know, the men of Israel likened unto a plant, man. You know, and the Most High, he basically, you know, he said he planted a vineyard, and he said, and it was the choices, and it was the house of Israel. You know, and he says he looked for judgment. We're supposed to be the judges of the earth, man.
Yeah, I look true.
That's right. But you know, right now we're not in our state that, you know, that state that the Most High wants us to be in.
Just bring us through the fire.
That's right. Eventually we will be.
Right.
We'll be back. We'll be that choice plant again, like the brother was talking about.
Like the scripture goes into, you know, just imagine a cluster full of grapes, you know what I'm saying? And the Lord just takes his favorite, man. His perfect, his one little grape out of a whole cluster, man. You know, and take that one like, oh, this is it. You know what I'm saying? And just throw the rest of that shit away, man. Which lets you know the Lord is not dealing with the whole nation of our people. He's dealing with a very, very small piece, man. It says, and I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a grape of the cluster, meaning one little grape out of the whole cluster of grapes, man. I don't know if you brothers seen like a big old, how grapes come, but they come like a lot of them, man. A big old cluster, man. The Lord said he only taking one, and forget the whole thing. It says, verse 22, let the multitude perish. God, it's lucky. It says, 2 Ezra 9 and 22, it says, let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect.
That's right. Yep. That's right.
You know, because the Yahweh Shemachai, he's made us perfect through chastisement, you know what I mean, afflictions, adversity, you know, through patience, through suffering. You know, the Lord is putting us through this test right now, this hot ass fire, you know what I'm saying, so that we can come perfect, man.
Yep.
You know, with great labor, he said he made it perfect, man. But he said, let the multitude perish.
Yeah, right.
You know, the ones that he ain't working with right, that he ain't dealing with right now, he ain't suffering with, they all gonna die, man. Right.
This is Second Esdras, just talking about those plagues coming back. I mean, you know, it was a little bit more I had on it. 16 and 37. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. And when a woman as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth bringing forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and the sorrows shall come upon it on every side.
Yep. So sorrow is gonna come upon this place on every side, man. All right, ain't gonna be nowhere to hide from the judgment, man.
That's right.
Ultimately, because like the brother Tamayan was saying, if you got a whole cluster of grapes and you're gonna destroy that whole cluster and only save like one grape out of there, then that means that's a lot of destruction.
That's right.
That's in semblance to a lot of destruction, man. Because it's a lot of grapes on a cluster, you know.
Drop to a wave, right?
Bro. Yep.
Drop to a wave.
Say that in that same chapter.
Yep.
My favorite part about that scripture is that it doesn't slack. It's not going to slack. It's going to be happening back to back. That's right. You know what I'm saying? That's right. It's going to make a speedy riddance to this place, man.
Bro. Yeah, we got
And the Lord deals in duality, man. All right. So also, when you read in Zechariah 13:8, he talks about killing the 2/3, but on the back end, he also talks about saving the 1/3. So he's going to send the chariots to destroy and also save.
That is great. This is Habakkuk chapter 2. And yes, this is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3.
He's looking at us like we're the skeptical. Nigga, you're on a fucking a moped with a mask on your face and a bucket hat with a bitch with some red weave on the back.
Get a real bike if you're going to try to floss.
Right.
What are you flossing for? What are you really flossing though?
Looking at us like we crazy. You're the asshole.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Like the brother was going into it, it's not going to be slack, man. All we got to do is wait for it, man. Every prophecy that's written here, it's all going to come to pass, man. You know, though it tarry, just wait for it, man. You know, it may seem like it's taking a long time for this place to get destroyed, but what does the scripture say over here in 1 Thessalonians 5 and 3?
Hey, that's one of my favorites right there.
Yeah, that's right, man. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3. From the top. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
Yeah, it says, for the times and the seasons, brethren, ye don't have no need that I write to you, because you know what time we in. We know what's going on. We're not in. Well, keep going.
God, it says verse 3. But when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
Yeah, we're gonna give you. We got a stimulus package, $2 trillion. Everybody's gonna get 12. Every adult, you're gonna get $1,200. Your children, they're gonna get 500. All right. We're just gonna shut the country down for a little minute. We're gonna get it back resurfaced. Okay. Everything is okay. You know.
Hashtag don't panic.
Yeah,
Hashtag don't panic.
God, bro. Don't panic, bot. We're not like that article we brought out. This is not the end of the world. Like the Houston mayor said.
Right. Hashtag stay home, stay healthy.
God. Right.
I had a quick one for you.
Get to know your families. You got it. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
This is Zephaniah 1 and 18. This is just the land back on how we was talking about how once the plagues come, they're not gonna be slack and this stuff's gonna happen fast. And this is just how the Most High is gonna make a speedy riddance of this place, man. Zephaniah 1 and 18, it says, neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. It says, but
Lucky. I was gonna ask you start up at verse 14.
Start up at 14.
Just read down.
Okay, calm.
Matter of fact, start at 9. It's all the better. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, before you get that, let Tamana finish up on his, and then you go into that. Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be more on that.
Shoot. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3. For when ye shall... Oh, okay. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say...
So we know what the day of the Lord gonna be. We know what the day. We know that the day of the Lord gonna come like a thief in the night. So we already know, like, okay, it seems like it's like what, like, come on, it's you know, what's dragging out here. But we know that the Lord, it's a certain reason, because the day of the Lord going to be like a thief in the night. They got to catch you off guard, you know.
It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
Yeah, when you should say peace and safety, then sudden destruction gonna come upon you, man. All right, that's what it is, and that's what America's screaming right now. Peace and safety, man. All right, because of a $2 trillion stimulus check. Well, America, you're damn near $24 trillion in debt already. All right, where's this money gonna come out of thin air?
Inflation, man.
All right, bro.
Inflation, man. You know, and then everybody's gonna be like basically going to the stores with like, you know what I mean, $200,000-$300,000 for some shit. They're gonna be like, yo, everybody got that shit. We ain't taking that shit. We don't need that shit. Okay, this money don't matter to me no more. That's hyperinflation, man. When the dollar just becomes paper again.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Which is said on the dollar, this note is legal tender. That means it's nothing.
That's right.
Go ahead.
This is Malachi 1:4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down.
Yeah, it's okay. Yahweh Shema Shai let you build up this weak ass, rabid ass country, all right, just so he can destroy you. And it's not coming back, man. It's not coming back.
And that's what he's saying in that passage right there. Edom was saying of himself, we're gonna come back, we're gonna rebuild. It's okay. We're gonna pass them $1,200, them checks. All right, we're gonna bounce back, man. We bounced back from worse before, huh? All right, but the Lord said you will build, but I will throw down.
Well, they said that the current economy collapse that we're coming to gonna be worse than the Great Depression.
That's right.
Gonna be worse than the Great Depression. The Great Depression, that was horrible, man. That was horrible, man.
I was reading an article that said in the next 2 weeks, 22 million people gonna lose their jobs, man.
Woo-wee.
22 million, man.
Shit, well, like,
Actually, 30 million.
Right.
The West Lanes now is going to jump to 30.
There you go.
unemployment rate.
Yeah.
Unemployment rate at 3 million.
Yeah. Last week, 3.3 million people applied for unemployment. Man.
Last week,
Just 1 week.
and that shit, they said that shit crashed the server.
Crashed the server in every state.
Guess who ain't getting the stimulus package though? So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Y'all ain't getting shit, man.
Well, even if you do get your little punk ass stimulus
They
package,
ain't.
you ain't gonna get a package from Yahweh Shema outside.
They saying that if an individual pays child support, they can't get that shit.
Oh, yeah.
And that bailout is just for individuals, like for saving those big companies like airliners and shit like that. That shit ain't for our people, man. These people don't give a damn about us, man. What the hell?
But even if you get a check though, even if you get a stimulus check, you know, which you might get, Esau is finna crash the dollar.
That's right.
So it don't matter anyway.
That's right.
It don't matter anyway.
He's forcefully crashing that shit.
Yeah, exactly. That's why he doing it. That's what I said.
Yep.
It's like he doing a blowout sale. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just getting rid of all this paper. You know what I'm saying?
He's shutting down the economy.
God, bro. Exactly.
He's bringing this shit into digital currency
Yep.
on purpose, man.
Yep. Yep. Because he's gonna go through forth with his new world order.
Because he's the fucking devil, man.
Oh yeah, of course. Fucking accuser of thine brethren.
And he want a reason to step on the middle Lord now.
Oh yeah, God, bro.
He want a reason to come at us.
God, bro.
This is Zephaniah 1:14.
Start at 9. I'll stop.
Zephaniah 1:9. It says, in the same day also will I punish all those that leap on the threshold, which fill their masters' houses with violence and deceit. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord, that there shall be the noise of a cry from the fish gate,
God.
and an howling from the second, and the great crashing from the hills.
And that represents the stock market, you know, which right now, shit, I'm gonna show you, brothers. I had just looked on my phone. This shit just dropped some more today. Hold on, it's a lot. Because it say a lot of these investors, like, they just made a new law, like right now you can't sell your stocks. It's too many of your stocks, because it's like, I can't remember how they said it. You know what I'm saying? But
Can't dump all your...
yeah, kind of. See, 21,636.78. The Dow Jones just dropped.
Where's that? Yeah, the Dow Jones.
Negative 915.39.
Yeah, it was at 29,000 and then it dropped to 19,000. This shit dropped like 10,000 points in the last couple weeks, man.
Nah, bro. So every day this shit is dropping, man. Every day, you know. So it's gonna be a crashing from the hills, man. You know, which represents the stock market, Wall Street. You know.
It says, how ye inhabitants of Mektesh.
Yep. That's all you brokers, you investors, you know, you you debtors, you know, because that ain't nothing but a big Ponzi scheme and witchcraft within itself, man.
It says it right here, bro.
Oh, go ahead.
It says for all the merchant people are cut down.
Bro, yeah, because a lot those
You're trading.
right? Because they say that Jake is a criminal. You got some of the biggest criminals on Wall Street, man.
That's right.
Those
Trading
were the
stock.
biggest criminals at, man.
Lobbyists, man.
Bro.
You know, big pharma. You know what I mean? Paying the politicians to push their legislation.
Bro.
It says all they that bear silver are cut off.
All they that bear silver are cut off. And that goes into all you fucking stupid ass Edomite Americans who made all your money off of these big corporations and these big companies, which are now faltering, by the way. You know, you're finna be cut off because you're not gonna be able to liquidify your assets. You know, you're not gonna be able to liquidify your the money that you have in these different stocks. You know.
And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles.
Yes, that will come at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles, man. You know, and that light and those candles represent Yahweh Shah. They represent this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right, this is the true light. You know, so Yahweh Shah is searching Jerusalem with candles. You know,
And punish.
Out of all the Edomites, our people looking at us the craziest. Don't wave at me, Bucko. Zach.
And punish the men that are settled on their leads.
And punish the men that are settled on their leads. That's our people, man. All right.
Relax, all cool, no shooting b-ball outside the school.
With a couple of guys, they were up to no good.
Yeah, that's
You
them
know,
niggas.
God, bro.
Chilling, you know what I'm
God,
saying?
bro. It's all good. You know, you gonna get your ass twirled around like Will did on that theme song over your head. You know.
That say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil.
Like, you got stupid ass celebrities out here, they singing, he's got the whole world in his hands. Man, God, who you people think know is God, he hates you Americans, he hates America, he's gonna destroy this place. He's not gonna restore this place, asshole. You know, he's not with this place. That's what you people don't understand. But Jake really think in their mind that why would God do this to us in America?
My baby.
Right. He hates you and he hates this place. That's why.
Earth was given to the hand of the wicked.
Woo!
What do you think that song's talking about?
God, bro.
That's crazy. That's fire.
God, bro. Yeah, that's
Maybe
good.
that's a song about Satan, man.
God, bro. Yeah, that's a good
Ain't
ass
that
one.
some shit?
Yep. God, bro. Yep.
It says, therefore their good shall become a booty.
And booty, that just means spoil. All right. Which a lot of you men, your women, your ass is gonna die in the war, and your woman is gonna get taken and raped. And a lot of you men, your wives gonna get raped right in front of your eyes.
That's
You
right.
know?
That's right.
Those are both in the scriptures. It tell you in Isaiah the 3rd chapter, it says the mighty man shall fall in the war. And then the women just gonna be in their gates are gonna languish and mourn. They're just gonna be sitting in the streets.
Right, bro. What is it? The swift shall not save themselves.
Amos 2. Yep.
It talks about a man shall take hold of your house. I'm paraphrasing, but he shall not pity your house.
Yeah, Isaiah 13, that's the other one. Yep. It say y'all. Yep. What you about to say, y'all?
You can walk through.
Yep. Yep. You good? You good? You say their wives should be ravished in front of their eyes. You know, they're gonna spoil and take their houses and their goods. You know.
Sick.
It says, in their houses a desolation, they shall also build houses, but not inhabit them. They shall plant vineyards, but not drink the wine thereof. The great day of the Lord is near, it is near, and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty men shall cry there bitterly. And that's all you people that you strong men that's involved in those wars and all of that, man. You're gonna cry bitterly.
And Jake too, because Jake I stacked my bread up. I got 100 in the safe. You're not gonna be able to spend that money, asshole. You know?
That's true.
You got a car, like Jake to have a car like this in his garage. You know what I'm saying? He only bring it out on Saturdays. Nigga, you're not gonna drive that car no more, asshole. You know?
It's crying bitterly, man. Like, ah, man. I can't even like really do it, but it's gonna be bad, man. Oh!
I always tell my wife, bro, if you hear a man crying, shit has got real out here. if you
like an old, it's like an old boxer, you know, that viral video. It was like the funniest cry ever.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you know some shit is real out here, bro.
It says,
Who's that? Ishmael, man.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
Ishmael.
you going to slavery, Ishmael. You try to slide by and shit. Get your goofy ass out of here, man.
it says, that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness, desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities, and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord Yahweh, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in that day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land.
God, this going to be a common thing. What you guys see, that's going to be everybody soon, man. Walk around here, but worse than that, man. No worse than that, with nothing, man.
Yeah,
Word.
you got people like to laugh at a brother like that, you know what I'm saying? But nigga, you gonna be way worse
Way
than that, brother.
brother.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like Mad Max, the road, the movie The Road.
You seen it?
Yes.
I ain't seen it. I've been looking for it.
But I can tell you something. It's on the first thing. It's serious.
Oh, okay.
It's serious, bro.
His son, they tried to rape his son.
Tried to rape his son. Look, hey, look, you know, Slacky. And it was spiritual that you said that about women. You know what I'm saying? Because in the beginning of the movie starring Charlize Theron, right? And she died in the opening scene. Basically, she gave a speech in the opening credits saying to her husband, saying, well, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna kill you. They're gonna rape me. They're gonna rape your son, and then they're gonna eat us.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, that's right. That's wild. He was going from like one peril to the next peril.
That's right.
It's wild.
It's gonna be thousands of Felice Johnsons out this bitch.
I got something for this is just dealing with that economic crash or whatever, or you know the merchants that are partaking of it, especially Wall Street people. Right? This is Revelation 18:11. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all thine wood and all manner vessels of ivory and all manner vessels of most precious wood and brass and iron and marble.
Just to back you up, man, I wanted to get James the 5th chapter, man. It says, go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you. It shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth. And the cries of them which have reaped and entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth.
Hey, and that's talking to the elites, you know, on the left hand side.
The Chaldeans.
Con, bro. You modern day Chaldeans, you damn you Rothschilds, you Rockefellers. Y'all are really the living incarnation of the devil, man.
That's right.
Y'all are the most wicked, satanic, man. You're the most people on the earth, man.
That's why we don't really be studying you Joe Six-Pack Edomites, man. Because you're just going to die. You don't matter in the grand scheme of the story. But it's you elite. It's you elite that who we want, man. We want you are the first fruit. You are the first fruit of the Edomites.
Con.
All right?
Elite, the 13 elite banking families,
That's
man.
right.
You Rothschilds, you Vanderbilts,
All right.
you J.P. Morgans,
Oppenheimers.
Oppenheimers,
Yep.
Bushes, DuPonts, Gettys.
Yep.
You know, y'all dudes, man.
And they know the Lord coming for them, man.
That's right.
They know the manifest. Somebody get Isaiah 47.
Put them in slavery, man.
Con, bro. Con. That's why they trying to go forth with their agenda, man.
Right.
But
That's- Yup.
So go
But
ahead,
the devil, you know, he have but a short time, you know.
bro.
Come down like with great wrath, man.
bro.
You know, that's why, man. That's why you see this taking place, man.
Yup.
Because he's done, man. He's through, man. He's finished, man.
Nah, bro. Oh, man, you might as well get that too. Get Revelation 12 and 2.
All right, come on.
Oh, man, this is fucking you ready? You got Isaiah 47. Star. Yeah, you got that. Star. Yeah, just start from like
This is Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Yeah, sit in the dust. Dust represents confusion. And this place is in complete confusion, man. You know? So people don't know what the hell is going on right now.
That's right.
You know?
Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans.
Yeah, this is the daughter of the Chaldeans, man. You wicked ass elites, man. Here it is, you created the Federal Reserve. This how wicked the elite is, bro. That nigga Lord Jacob Rothschild, which he's the devil. This nigga named himself Lord Jacob. This nigga's a damn devil. But this nigga is worth $700 trillion, man. He can end world poverty over
Right now.
7 times by himself.
Right now.
That show you how satanic this nigga is, man. You know? That shows you how satanic these devils are, man. You know?
It says, For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Yeah, thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate, man. All right, this is not. You're not gonna be able to run your epicenter of wickedness and just continue to not be punished for it, man.
That's right.
All right, it's time for America's judgment to come, man. You know.
It says, Take the millstones and grind meal. Uncover thy locks. Make bare the leg.
Yeah, uncover the locks and make bare the leg. Pull the skirt up on that hoe. All right, which America is. This is a whore. You know. And Yahweh Shai putting up a skirt on this bitch.
And I think I forget what scripture. I think it's 1 Thessalonians where it talks about he shall move your skirt upon your face. All right.
I think that's is that Nahum?
Yeah, that's Nahum.
Nahum the third chapter.
Nahum the third chapter.
Yeah,
Right.
God.
Now Nahum 3 and 5.
God.
All right. So where it says he's gonna put that skirt up to your face, man, and show the world all your iniquities, man.
Yep. God.
And even in Jeremiah 50 and 2, all right, it says to publish all of your bullshit.
Among all the nations.
That's right.
God, bro.
It says, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen.
Yeah, and America's shame is being seen, man. It's being seen that a country, their dollar is not shit, okay? The people of their country, they're not shit. They don't produce nothing. They don't import nothing, you know? What is America really good for? Nothing.
The Kardashians.
That's it. You know, and basketball, LeBron James.
That's right.
You know, but that shit's being shut down. So the shame of this place is being seen. You know?
Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
And that shit Yahweh Shai, man. All right. Yahweh Shai gonna come at your lowest point, man. Like a thief in the night, man. All right, like a thief in the night. He said, I have a baptism to be straightened with, man. And what will I if that fire be already kindled?
Right.
So Yahweh Shai gonna come at the pinnacle of destruction, pretty much.
You know? Verse 5, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of Chaldeans. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called the lady of kingdoms.
Yeah, thou shalt no more be called the lady of kingdoms, man. All right, you know, because if you got a lady, they gonna treat her nice and stuff. You know, they gonna open. I'm gonna read it. You should no more be called the lady of kingdoms, man.
Yeah.
You know, like we'll read it one more time. Huh?
This is Isaiah 47 and 5. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called the lady of kingdoms.
Yeah, you should no more be called the lady of kingdoms, man. You know, you're not finna be acknowledged as that bad bitch no more, man. That everybody wants. You know, make sure you hold the door open for her. Make sure she's straight. And your people are finished, man.
I got quarter size fucking blisters on my feet.
Verse 6, I was wroth with my people, I have polluted mine inheritance, and given them into thine hand. and didst show them no mercy. Thou didst show them no mercy.
And that's why Yahweh Shemashah ain't showing you people no mercy, man. That's why you're walking around with 40 blisters on your feet and hands.
Right.
All right? Because you didn't show, you didn't care if our women had blisters on their feet picking cotton.
Right.
All right? Picking damn sugar cane.
Right.
All damn day.
What about our old? They still was sending out the old people of our flock.
He just said, read it one more time. Baba Kasha.
It says, I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke.
Upon the ancients. You had the old men and the old women out there working, man. 60, 70, 80 years old, still working, man.
That's right.
You know? You very heavily laid thy yoke, man. Well, still today, you gotta be damn 62 before you can cash out on Social Security, man.
65.
Oh, 65, man.
That's going up every year.
Nah, bro.
Going up every year.
Shit, you about to damn die at 65. The average death rate is like 71 or some shit.
Devils do that on purpose.
Nah, bro.
Work you to death, man.
Nah, bro.
And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thine heart.
Because you like the brother brought out in James the 5th chapter, he has heaped up treasures for the last days, man. All right. See, he has all these different gold and silver, all these riches that he's attained. Okay. He's thought through all these things that he's accumulated that he's gonna never be able to be brought down.
Well,
Right.
Obadiah 1 and 3 talks about the pride of thine heart shall have deceived thee.
Nah, bro.
All right. I'm gonna go just 7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thine heart.
You didn't lay this to your heart. Like, nigga, he that sinned up against me wrong of his own soul. You know? And then what you say? He said that he is the child, he's a child of the Lord. Esau in the elite. Them niggas actually call themselves Jews. They're saying they're the children of the Lord. So nigga, you took the name of the Lord in vain.
That's right.
You know?
Tempting your maker, man.
That's right.
Bro.
Neither didst remember the latter end of it, and just it's like
Go ahead.
You know, we was talking about on a lesson we did recently, where we was bringing up the fact that that what's they call it? Manifest destiny.
Manifest destiny.
All right. They thought about when they conquered America, it was called manifest destiny. But what was the end of it? See what I'm saying? Like they don't even consider the end of manifest destiny.
God, bro. Hey,
Right.
that's a base man. Nigga, every action has a reaction, asshole.
He knows that because it's in his own table of contents. All right.
But he did not lay it to his heart. Because Esau think he's excluded.
Yep.
Esau think he excluded because why? Because Yahweh Shemashah has allowed him to run America and go for it and push all this wickedness he hasn't brought forth judgment on him, man.
That's right.
All right.
Neither didst remember the latter end of it. Therefore, hear now.
Brother got one slap.
I was just gonna let that go second Ezra 9 real quick, just to point this
Oh, go ahead.
Second Ezra 9 and 6. Let me start 5. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, the end is manifest. Manifest, man. It says, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonderful and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, everything has a beginning and an end, man. You know what I'm saying? Like this place, man. This place had its manifest destiny, right? So it's included what? A bunch of rape, robbery, murder of our people, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be an ending to this place, man. It's going to include a lot of rape, robbery, and murder.
Yeah, bro. And righteousness, too.
And the scriptures say, woe to the bloody city, man. All right. Woe to you, woe to thee that build a city with blood, man.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
You didn't consider the end. You didn't consider the end of you building this city with blood. You thought that was just the end. No, man. You're going to partake in the same amount of bloodshed that you took upon the nation of Israel, man.
They're gonna bring it up.
Habakkuk 2, verse 12. It says, woe to him that buildeth a town with blood,
Woe to them that build up a town with blood, man.
establishing a city by iniquity.
And the manifest destiny, man. This is how you This is how you built this town, man. All right, you built this town with this amount of bloodshed, over $100 million, over 100 million deaths. All right, just an estimate, a rough
Look
estimate.
at it.
All right, a rough estimate of the.
That's just Gad.
That's just
That's just
Gad.
Gad and Reuben.
Yep, done.
That's
done.
just Gad and Reuben.
Done. You almost wiped out the whole tribe, man. All right, but the Lord intervened, and guess what? Woe to them. Go ahead.
Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, establisheth a city by iniquity.
That's right. You established this city by iniquity, man. All right. You called yourself the so-called Jew. You said you are a man of the Lord. You said we are the demons because of our pigmentation. All right. According to the Book of Mormons. All right. You established this city by iniquity, and guess what? All right. For your crimes, you were sentenced to death.
That's right.
And Khan, you got Salaki, you got stupid ass niggas in the truth who now think from your wicked ass witchcraft that the Book of Mormon got something to do with Israel, man. You got niggas asking about the damn Book of Mormon now.
That's right.
Fuck the Book of Mormon, man.
That's
Right?
That's right. That's right. It was written by a homosexual anyway.
Khan, Joseph Smith, that fucking sodomite, which all you Edomites are sodomites, man.
That's right.
Right. I spread. It's Isaiah 45 and 9.
Slop. Go ahead, somebody.
Isaiah 45 and 9. Woe unto him that striveth with his maker.
Woo!
Let the potsherd strive with the potsherds of the earth. Shall the clay say to him that fashioneth, What makest thou?
What makest thou? Why did you make me crooked? All right, the scripture says that the Lord, if the Lord makes you crooked, who shall make you straight, man?
But this nigga's so crooked, he think that he right. That's how crooked this nigga is, man.
That's right.
This is back in Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 13. It says, Behold, is it not of the Lord Yahweh of hosts that the people shall labor the very fire, and the peoples shall weary themselves for very vanity?
Yeah, it says, it is not of the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai that we should labor in vanity. Like, hey, asshole, we didn't build up your country for nothing. We did this so the Lord can bring judgment on your stupid ass, man. We didn't do this for no reason, man. All right? You look, the Lord care about us. He don't care about you, man. That's the whole point behind this. The Lord don't love you so-called white people, man.
That's right.
All right? And your kingdom is coming to an end.
That's right.
You gonna rock and roll. You gotta rock and roll your ass into slavery.
That's right.
And the Lord gonna rock and roll like the scripture says, the earth shall move to and fro. All right, with the nuclear weapons, man.
Yeah, we gonna rock and roll.
That's gonna be the real rock and roll that day.
And that's that heavy metal.
That's right.
Rock and roll your infants and dash in the stone.
That's right.
Verse 14. For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord Yahweh.
Yeah, the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai.
No, you got it. Every time I see Edom and Moab together, man, that's a beautiful match. We love it.
Look like
Because
envy.
Esau and Moab are going to be destroyed together, man.
That's right.
All right, you so-called Chinese and so-called white men, all right, you're going to be destroyed, man. All right, the Most High is going to kill both your countries, America and China.
That's right. And all you so-called Chinese women, y'all gonna love a so-called black man in the kingdom.
That's right.
All right, that guy, he's a loser.
That's right.
Guess what he's gonna be doing? He's gonna be picking cotton.
That's right.
All right.
She is too, though.
Oh yeah, Khan. Yeah, cause she's a loser too. Walking around with those fucking jeans on.
That's right.
It says, For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord Yahweh, as the waters cover the sea.
Woo! As the waters cover the sea. What it say in Matthew 24:14. For this gospel shall be preached into the as a witness to all kingdoms, and then shall the end come. And that's what time we in right now. You know, the knowledge of the Lord is all throughout the four corners of the earth, man.
Right.
You know. So and what's the knowledge of the Lord? Well, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Right.
Here's the patience and faith for the saints. You know.
It says their line is going out.
Come on, bro. You built this city and you built this town through your wickedness and your iniquity, man. All right. So you might as well get ready. Well, you still got that Revelation 12 up? Yeah, we got to get there too. It's like, you got something wrong?
No, I just was looking at Psalms 19:4. It says
Okay,
their
go
line
ahead.
is going out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. So this message is definitely going out, man. You know. So the end is going to come. You know, the elect it's looking like the elect may be sealed.
We damn near there.
You know what I'm saying?
We right here.
You had that?
Yeah, hold that real quick. Let me finish this because I want to touch on the point.
All right, this is Isaiah 47:7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, which is your mind. It says, neither didst remember the latter end of it.
Yeah, you never, like, such as a way of an adulterous woman, she committed adultery and says she have done no wickedness.
That's right.
Just roughly paraphrasing. Not remembering when your ass commit adultery, you have to die for that. You know?
It says, therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that says in thine heart, I am and none else beside me.
That's how America feels, man.
Yep.
America still to this day think ain't nothing finna happen to their ass.
Right.
In the midst of something happening to them.
God, bro. In their mind, they're like, this is gonna, we're gonna go back. Like when this passes over, this is not passing over.
Hey,
Right.
Malachi 1:3 or 1:4 says that you shall build, but I shall throw down.
Right.
It's
Still,
just-
still pledging allegiance. Still doing the national. Still listening to the national anthem, talking about this article in the Constitution. They still got their fucking flag up, waving like, you know what I'm saying? Shit is all good out here, man.
That's right.
Walking around with masks on.
Sick ass Edomite out here with no shirt on, with his man. Hey man, this place is destroyed.
Yes,
man.
It's finished, man.
Destroyed.
It's finished, man.
Look,
Don't smile
he
at
knows
us.
he's finished,
Don't
that's why.
smile at us.
All right. Verse 8. Therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, and sayest in thine heart, I am and none else beside me.
Yeah, that said of our heart, I am and none else beside me. Look how prideful this guy walking.
Right.
With the shoulder shrug, man.
Yeah.
The Lord's gonna shrug your shoulders.
That's right.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
The Lord's gonna holler and shake his ass.
That's how the average American feel out here, bro.
right.
You know? Like they shit really don't stink, man.
That's right. It says, I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children.
Yeah, I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. I'm gonna never be in that verse. That's what it says, Psalms the 10th chapter. What you about
And
to
the
say?
scripture also says that if their children be multiplied, it's for the sword.
Sword, gone, bro. Gone, bro.
But these two things shall come to But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. The loss of children and widowhood, they shall come upon thee in their perfection.
Woo-wee!
For the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantments.
Gone, bro. Read that one more time, I'll
Verse 9, this is Isaiah 47:9. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day.
In a moment, in one day.
In Revelation, it talks about in one day it
I
shall
was
be
just-
destroyed.
Gone, bro. I was just thinking of that.
It's like,
These scriptures go perfect hand in hand with each other.
that's
Man.
right.
You know?
The loss of children and widowhood.
Yeah, the loss of children and widowhood, man. That's what's coming to America, man. And if you lose your child, if you ever hear a woman talk about losing their child, they say it's like some of the most greatest pain they can ever have, man.
That's right.
You know?
They shall.
And losing your husband?
That's right.
You lose your husband and your child? That,
Kobe Bryant's wife.
ooh. God, bro.
I thought that's what he was referring to.
Nah, bro. Oh, no, but that's the spirit.
Oh, okay.
God, bro.
But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. The loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries.
Yeah, it says they shall come upon thee in perfection. So Yahweh Shai, he has a perfected judgment for this place.
right.
For all the wickedness, he's gonna pay it back completely perfect.
That's right.
Like it's a super judgment coming for this place, man.
Sevenfold.
Come on, bro. And you elites, man. You fucking elites, man. Get ready for slavery, man.
Right.
And for the great abundance of thine enchantments.
And for the great abundance of thine enchantments. Like the Apostle Mark, he was touching on this month right here that we're going into in April. They're gonna go into the Feast of Baal.
Right.
You know, the Feast of Baal.
Y'all going into slavery.
That's right.
Y'all going into slavery. It says, for thou hast trusted in thine wickedness, which goes back to Obadiah 1 and 3. For thou hast trusted in thine wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me.
Right, yeah, none see. Man, the most I see what your stupid ass down here doing, you know, here it is, he trying to say, he put pork in a horse and shampoo, all right, and different type of cheeses, and then and toothpaste, go to the Lord, be like, look what they're doing. Nigga, I see what you did.
Yeah.
I see what you did.
The Lord's eyes are as bright as 10,000 suns.
Nah, bro. 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
Or 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
10,000 suns.
It's like,
No, you good?
it says, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness.
Yeah, this nigga trust in wickedness, man.
right.
This nigga trust in wickedness. He really, right now, at this moment, Esau and the elites, they're scrambling together doing some kind of wicked seance to be able to gain more power from the spiritual demon Satan to continue to run their world.
What does the scripture say? You know what I'm saying? The wicked is but for a moment. Man.
Woo!
Job
The
25.
the triumph of the wicked.
Yeah, the triumphing of the wicked is but for a moment. So as you sow into wickedness, man, you just gonna get up out of here, man.
Time, bro.
Quicker.
Time, bro.
None seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it have perverted thee.
Yeah, your wisdom and your knowledge on the left-hand side has perverted thee, man. Esau think he gonna be able to turn everybody to a damn robot.
That's right.
Your wisdom has perverted you, asshole.
That's right.
All right? You think you can control every, because he think he's God. This nigga really think he gonna be able to control every spirit that's down here on the earth, man.
Well, Esau, his pride, I mean, when you listen to him, he'll tell you, like, well, there's no God, but if there was a God, it'd be me.
Right.
That's the pride of his heart, man.
Ooh-wee. But nigga, what's so godly about you? 5G technology?
That's right.
5G technology destroys you, asshole.
That's right.
5G technology, you can't sustain with that, man.
Well, that's how you know that anything that was created, like anything that's created throughout the earth that's beneficial, all right, that helps the earth or it helps people, all right, that usually is created by Jacob. Anything that's created by the so-called white man or his leaders or Moab, all right, it's always for your destruction.
God, bro.
All right.
God.
It says, thy wisdom and thy knowledge it have preferred thee, and thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me.
Yep.
Therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not. It's like thou shalt not know from whence it rises.
Yeah, since you think you're God so much, asshole, what's predict this destruction that's coming upon you. You know? That's why evil gonna creep up on your stupid ass.
That's right. And mischief shall fall upon thee.
Uh-huh.
Thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Stand now with thine enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries.
Yeah, so Yahabashim Shah, like, go ahead with your enchantments. Go ahead with the multitude of thy sorceries. All right? Yeah, you are too, brother.
Shit, flyer.
Oh, flag. Yeah, you brought it out?
No, it's in the car,
You
man.
got YouTube.
Well, yeah,
You got YouTube? Yeah. Living Waters, Atlanta.
I ain't slot, brothers. I ain't bring it up.
It says, therefore shall evil come upon thee, and thou shalt not know from whence it riseth.
Yup.
And mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. It says, stand now with thine enchantment. Stand now with thine enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so, be thou shalt be, it's like, if so, be thou, thou shalt be able to profit.
Okay, Khan, now bring out that Revelation 12 and 10.
Revelation chapter 12, verse what?
Start at 10, bro.
10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength, and the kingdom of our power, and the power of his anointing.
So now it's come the power of the Lord's anointing, which the Lord anointing represents the Mashiachis, you know, those of the Messiah, you know, which are the elect, you know. Our power is come, you know.
For the accuser of our brethren is cast down.
That's you, Esau. You're the accuser of thine brethren. All right, because Esau, you're our evil twin brother, man. All right, and you're the accuser. All right, which means devil. You're the damn devil.
Right. Which accused them before our power day and night.
Yeah, you accuse us before our power day and night. Look what they're doing. They're down there shooting each other. They're down there killing each other. They're criminals. They're shaving their beards off. They're breaking all your laws. When you set up a wicked-ass society that tempts you and forces you to go off.
That's right. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb.
Well, we overcame your ass by the blood of the Lamb.
That's right.
Which you are not going to be able to put on your doorpost, by the way.
That's right.
and by the word of their testimony.
And by the word of thy testimony, man. All right. I have hewed them by the prophets. This word has brought your wicked ass kingdom down, man.
It's like we on a spiritual stand right now.
Nah,
all right?
bro.
All right, we just raised our hand. We just raised our hand on the Bible and swore that we was gonna tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Nah, bro.
All right.
Nah, bro. Yep. And it said, when thou make a vow to the Lord, defer not to pay it.
That's right.
You know?
Yup. Gotta pay that oath. Gotta pay that. And they love not their lives unto death.
Yo, we hate this fucking place. We don't love our lives. Why do I love looking at sick shit like this? I don't love nothing about this place. What do you love? Hooters? The strip club? A fucking nasty bitch who been popping multiple dicks who tell you gotta be with her only? What the hell do you love about this place, man?
Maybe it's the chemtrails, bro.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the genetically modified food.
I don't know.
No?
It's that Babylon juice, man.
Were there people walking back and forth?
Obviously, it's the GMO bacon.
No, they just love Esau, man. They just love Esau, that's all. You know, they like do as thou wilt, man. They don't like no structure and order, man. That's what the fuck it is.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
Ultimately, you know, they just want to do whatever the fuck they want to do, man.
Nah, bro. That goes back to that Baal worship, man. Because Baal, he a community god. Baal just lets you do whatever the fuck you want to do, basically. You know? And that's what Jake want to do. Jake just want to do whatever the hell he want to do. That's what it's all really
Can't
about.
nobody tell that shit.
Nah, bro. He don't like order. Stiff-necked and rebellious people, man.
Right.
Rather live under a base man.
That's why his name was changed.
Hold on, he'd rather live under a base
Jacob.
man.
No. That's why his name was changed.
Man, get your goofy ass out of here. You walking around here with a trash bag. Get ready for slavery.
That's why his name was. You get ready.
Yeah,
get ready.
you gonna be a slave. You gonna be a slave to missiles.
You speaking out of your
Yeah.
mouth, not mine.
No, I'm speaking for the Lord. I'm speaking for the word.
I got one too.
You don't know. You don't understand it. You don't understand it.
That's why his
You don't understand. Why you got that cross on your neck? Why you got that cross on your neck? Hey, you got to. Oh, you're an old adulterer of that daughter. You're an old adulterer of that daughter. Well, you're an old adulterer of that daughter. Yeah. Look, this guy walking around with a trash bag. This guy's walking around with a trash bag trying to talk shit to us, man. You see the pride of Americans, man? That's Jake though. Just like we were just saying, stiff-necked and rebellious people.
And that's why two-thirds got to be destroyed. It's exactly why two-thirds got to be
Poor
destroyed.
man that won't be admonished right here, man. He's a poor man that won't be admonished.
God, bro. You're a whole wine bottle.
Death is better than continual sickness.
Yeah, man. The Lord gonna kill your ass, man. That's what you gonna
That's one of the best type of people that the Most High hate. You know, you brought so low. You're supposed to be at the point where you show humility and you come up in here. You know, because the Most High likes a contrite person.
You gonna try to tell him that's why his name was changed to Israel. That ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about.
You know the kingdom gonna get that shit too, man.
Oh,
You Hispanics, man. Y'all hear this word, man. Y'all reject that shit crazy, man.
Oh, the northern kingdom, they gonna get it worse,
All
bro.
Latinos, man.
Oh,
Y'all be, man.
They into all type. The Day of the Dead.
Yep.
Niggas patting their
Delos Cinnamon or some shit like that. Delos something like that. But it's the Day of the Dead.
Is it Santa Maria?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's the wrong one.
Santa the more some shit like that.
Yeah,
But the point is, all right, you Northern Kingdom, like the brother saying, the Northern Kingdom gonna catch hell out here.
Especially
Right.
that big ass statue that's down there in Brazil.
Oh yeah.
Oh, bro, that shit, bro.
Hey, the Lord, the Spirit, the Lord gonna put the spirit, that Mayan spirit, all right, that old ancient Mayan spirit on them wicked ass niggas out there, them MS-13 niggas, all right, and they gonna run amok, all right, and they gonna kill everything in their path, nigga, bitch, don't matter.
You
all right?
shit, them ancient Mayans, they was killing their own selves.
That's right.
They was killing their own tribesmen's children.
That's right. Eating their hearts.
Ooh, shit.
Verse 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them.
Yeah, rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell they in them. They're in them, you know, which the kingdom of heaven is within us, man. Lord willing, we those men, you know. So we rejoicing right now. We're rejoicing because a nigga like you with a trash bag, you're going down. You know, you're going down. Esau, this place is going down, man. You know, and we ain't got to worry about our people coming up against us no more talking shit. You know, you're gonna be in complete peace and harmony with us, man.
Yeah, I'm going to say that we're going to be rejoicing while they be ashamed, man.
Nah, bro.
No?
Nah.
It says,
Niggas want to ride around here in a Camaro smoking a blunt.
yeah.
Nobody else
Hella
around.
pollen. Nah, bro. Fucking scumbag.
Hella pollen all on your whip.
Come on, bro.
Right. Just for us, man. Verse 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea.
Yeah, it says, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea. And of the earth and the sea. Why?
For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath.
So Esau, he's finna go crazy out here, man.
Ballistic, man.
Man,
Madman.
Bro,
Sparing none.
Esau might put a nigga in the fucking submarine camp. Put a nigga in the sea somewhere, man.
Yeah.
This nigga sick as fuck,
Oh, yeah,
man.
that's funny you mentioned that. They got something called Google barges. Where they gonna start locking motherfuckers up on the Google barge. You gotta Google it, man, to know what I'm talking about. They got something, it's like a prison, but it's on a barge. There was a movie too with Sylvester Stallone, and it was basically a maximum prison on the high seas.
Yo, Rikers Island. Rikers Island.
Well, hell, shit.
Pelican Bay.
No, not that one too. But,
Alcatraz.
Alcatraz. Yeah,
nah,
that's the one I was looking at.
nah,
Alcatraz.
Yeah, but that's not like a Google barge. That's
Right.
different.
There's like an advanced Alcatraz.
Yeah.
You know? It's a lot. You got it. Read it one more time.
It said, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea.
Yeah, it says, woe to the inhabitants of the earth of the sea. Don't you inhabit the earth?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, how the fuck can you hear the scripture like this and just just roll your window up? But that's the, how about you outside know how to reserve the unjust to the day to be punished.
That's 2 Peter.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. You keep reading, huh?
It says, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he know it that he hath but a short time.
Yeah, so like Simon would say, Esau know that the Lord is finna roll on his ass, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
So he's finna come through with all the pit stops, man.
All the stops.
With all the stops.
Pulling out all
Yeah,
stops.
come on. That's the time of Jacob's trouble. All right. That's why it says, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, man. All right, because this devil, he's gonna bring out a full house on you, man.
Right.
A full blitz on you, man. All out blitz.
Oh yeah.
He blitzing everybody.
That's right.
I got a scripture on that. This is John 16:1. These things have I spoken unto you, that ye should not be offended. They shall put you out of their synagogues. Yea, the time cometh that whosoever killeth you will think that he doeth God's service.
Because you're gonna have niggas like, bro,
Damn.
because they're gonna be like, okay, ever since these guys started teaching against the so-called white man, they done brought pressure against us. So we gotta kill these niggas, man.
Yeah.
So we can continue to sustain our society. You know?
And Lord's sick of this, man.
Nah, bro.
You actually think that you're doing the Lord's will by putting us to death, man.
Right.
You actually, what the scripture says, you know what I'm saying? Touch not mine anointing, man.
Woo!
All right? Touch not mine
Do
anointing.
my prophets
Do
no
my
harm.
prophets no harm.
Nah, bro.
You've actually created more danger for yourself. So like,
Nah, bro.
I'm gonna go get that. That's a fire precept. This is First Chronicles chapter 16. Well, actually, it's in two places. This is Psalms 105 and 15.
Oh, okay.
It says, saying, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. It's like the spirit.
Jake
Man,
done.
oh my
Jake
God, bro. Jake done died, bro.
Jake done.
Oh, yeah, that's the point, man. Yahweh Shemel Shah said,
Read it one more time.
if it be of men, it will come to naught.
Woo, God,
Let me
bro.
go get that, man. You want me to read it
Yeah,
again?
read it one more time.
First Chronicles 16 and 22, saying, touch not mine anointed and do my prophets no harm.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that, man.
He didn't touch it. You touch it.
The apple of my eye. Woo wee.
Right.
If you touch somebody in the apple of their eye, the apple of that eye, bro, it's a problem. it's some shit finna break out, bro.
That's the Heavenly Father's eye.
Yeah, come on,
That
bro.
ain't no regular.
Come on, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, bro.
This is Acts chapter 5, verse 38. And now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. But if it be of God, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, ye cannot overthrow it. Lest happily ye be found even to fight against Yahweh.
Fight against you. How? There's no way.
No.
I do not want their problem, These wicked niggas come by and they scoff us. They look at us crazy. They talk shit crazy to us. Nigga, you're fighting against you're not fighting against us. You're fighting against Yahweh Shai and Yahweh, bro.
Right.
You don't want no smoke with them.
Nah, he that despiseth you despiseth me, man.
Nah, bro.
You know,
Nah.
you actually killing Yahweh, man.
That's right, bro.
You actually killing Yahweh Shai again.
Nah, bro. Yo, we gonna pay for that. Straight for it. Blood. Nah. Y'all got screws.
I was gonna say that the Most High is vengeful that way, man. Because when those wicked niggas, when they was coming against the prophets and stuff like that, the Most High, he's gonna kill them, man. All of that blood, that righteous blood, he's gonna recompense to them.
Oh yeah,
man.
yeah. Yahweh Shai said that in
I think it was real.
let me try to get
Well, I will receive
All that righteous blood, they
Yeah,
gotta pay for that.
From Matthias to Zechariah, something. So what's going on, brother?
All right now.
All
Oh,
right,
I
man.
got that. It's in Matthew 23:25.
Yeah, okay, I was right here. Okay, go ahead.
It said that upon you may come all the righteous blood shed upon the earth, from the blood of righteous Abel unto the blood of Zacharias, son of Barachas. Son of Barachas? Whom ye slew between the temple and the altar.
Yeah, so Jake gonna have to. Oh, go ahead, Rock. Go
I was
ahead.
gonna say the Most High don't play that, man. You touching his men, you putting them to death. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is gonna bring all that righteous blood back on your head. You know, you're gonna have to pay. And when are you gonna pay? You're gonna pay when the Most High comes with his vengeance, man. And that's in the latter days.
And then the scriptures say we are killed all the day long.
Yep.
So you can kill us in multitude of ways.
Yeah.
You know.
We are.
You will, yeah.
We're something called social outcasts. All right, but that's okay because you know what I'm saying. The Lord made us a promise. He said He would make our names famous. He would make our name famous in the land that we put to shame, man.
Nah, bro. Yep. Matter of fact, let's get that Jeremiah 16. Get Jeremiah 16, 18. Get that Zephaniah 3, 19. Then we get that since we said that. Right.
Get Zephaniah.
Get Zephaniah 3, 19. Start at 16, go down to 19. Matter of fact, start at 14, go down to 19.
Jeremiah 16, 14. It's Jeremiah 16 and 14. It says, therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Yeah, we coming into the time where shall no more be said that the Lord brought that the Lord liveth that brought the children of Israel out of Egypt. Right. But what is going to be said?
The Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he had driven them.
And from all the lands whither he had driven them, man. All right, so the Lord, he's gonna do something greater than the time of Exodus, man. You know?
And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them.
So right now we're fishing, but the time of fishing is coming up. It's damn near up because you might be if any of your brothers have been fishing before, you might have to sit out there for a while before you get a bite. You know, time, bro, time. You might have to sit out there for a while before you get that bite. You know, but when that bite comes, now you're hunting.
Well, actually, like you were saying, bro, it takes a lot of patience.
All right.
And what is patience? Patience means to suffer. All right. So right now we're suffering 2/3 niggas walking up on us, telling us how we're wicked for teaching what we're teaching. All right. We gotta suffer through that so we can fish for the elect. All right. Because guess what? After that, he's gonna turn us into hunters. Lord willing.
And fish them, and after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain, and from every hill, and out of the holes of the rocks.
And out of the holes of the rocks, man. All right, because you elites, man. You know.
Where you hiding?
Yeah, bro. Well, they're gonna be the first fruits and crops of slavery. Because some of them elites, they're gonna escape. You know, they're gonna escape. But the only thing they're gonna escape is for slavery. Like Kabar always say, saving you for slavery. You know. Then a lot of you motherfuckers out here, you gonna try to hide from the wrath of Yahweh Shem outside. That's when them hunters coming after your ass, man. a fucking 144,000 bright burns, man.
And that turns.
God, bro, and that turn is gone.
They ain't gonna have no pity, neither.
For mine eyes are upon all their ways, they are not hid from my face. Neither is their iniquity hid from mine eyes.
Yeah, how about Shemel? I said, I see everything you people down here doing, man. And I'm gonna repay you for it. You know?
First I will recompense their iniquity and their sin.
Ooh-wee.
Double.
Double. So that's what's coming to you wicked ass people, man.
Right.
All right. Especially you elites, you fucking you elite Edomites, man, and all you Edomites, man.
Cast a snare, man.
All y'all have did for your whole existence is brought forth wickedness, man.
Yeah, they cast a snare, man.
Bro.
They cast a snare, hoping that we stumble upon that shit. And then, you know what I mean? Tell the Heavenly Father, look what they're doing, like he was bringing out earlier, man.
Bro.
You know, they're the damn devil, man, the deceiver, the wicked, man.
Bro.
Because they have defiled my land.
Because they have defiled my land. You fucking Edomites, you're over there in the Lord's land, which was not promised to your gay ass, are over there with Pink City. Pink City, Tel Aviv, man.
And then they came out with blasphemy saying that something we got over some plague that happened, we'll get over the coronavirus too, like as if they're the real children of the Lord, man.
Talking about the black plague.
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So they acting like they went through the bubonic plague.
Yeah, they acting like they went through some real,
That
you know what I'm
happened.
saying?
That happened.
Biblical stuff.
And that's right, and it happened during the Dark Ages, man. See, nobody talks about that. The so-called the bubonic plague happened during the Dark Ages, man. That was one of the ways to bring Jacob down in Europe, man.
And then the fucking the Jewish Holocaust, man. That fucking hoax, man. You know, you damn so-called Jews, man. You got a lot to pay for, man.
Oh yeah.
They have filled mine inheritance with the carcasses of their detestable and abominable things.
Yeah, you go over there to Israel right now, bro. That shit is a complete abomination over there, man.
Right.
And then you know that that land is not flourishing because it's like a desert over there, man. You know, the Lord is obviously not with that place, man.
It says, O Lord, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction, the Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies.
Yeah, because you got the so-called white man who done pushed his damn wickedness all throughout the earth and got our people taking heed to it, man.
Right.
They become Egyptians now, and those Gentiles are not talking about you heathen nations, man.
This is Zephaniah 3:13. The remnant of Israel shall not do iniquity, nor speak lies. Neither shall a deceitful tongue be found in their mouth. For they shall feed and lie down, and none shall make them afraid. So yeah, so like the brother was saying, well, you over there you in that land telling lies, saying that you're the so-called the real Jews. All right, you're saying that this is God's kingdom. That's a lie. The elect of the Lord's people is not going to tell lies, man. They're going to tell nothing but truths, man. All right. Even though you can look at their flesh, you can check them out in your flesh, and you can make all kind of accusations. But when the Lord looks at their spirit, they're perfect, man. It said, this is Zephaniah 3:19. Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halted, and gather her that was driven out. And I will give them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame.
Yeah, so Esau, go ahead and do what you got to do, because guess what? Yahweh Shemel Shai, he's finna praise us, man. He's finna give us fame. All right? You got a guy talking about we looking for fame. We ain't looking for fame. Yahweh Shemel Shai don't give us fame. What fame? All right? What the fuck you take me for? You know? We got fame. We got fame coming. You know? The Lord gonna give us fame. And I thoroughly believe that. That's why I'm ready to die for this truth.
That's right.
Man, I ain't in this truth for no damn fame. I'm in it for the fame of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Yeah, you right.
That's right.
You got that
Book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, verse 8. Now will I surely pour out my fury upon thee, and accomplish mine anger upon thee. And I will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense thee for all thine abominations.
And it's talking to the nation of Israel, but you can apply this to America, man, and all these wicked ass people, you know.
Now, and mine eye shall not spare, neither will I have pity. I will recompense thee according to thy ways, and thine abominations that are in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai that smiteth.
Woo, shit. You gonna know that the Lord is the king of terrors, man. You gonna know that the Lord kills out here, man. You wanna talk about, oh, Satan didn't know the Lord? He'll kill your ass.
That's right.
The Lord kills. That's what you finna find out. You finna find out that the Lord is a great and dreadful, fearful, terrible power, man.
Yeah. Man of war, man.
God. Verse 10. Behold the day, behold, it is come. The morning is gone forth, the rod has blossomed, pride has budded. Ooh, shit. This is God.
Y'all still here. God bless you.
That's right.
All right.
Verse 11 says, violence is risen up into a rod of wickedness. None of them shall remain, nor of their multitude, nor any of theirs, neither shall there be wailing for them.
Yeah, so to say, saying it for you.
Yeah. Verse 12. It says, the time is come, the day draweth near. Let not the buyer rejoice, nor the seller mourn, for wrath is upon all the multitude thereof.
Yeah, so read that last verse one more time.
Bite y'all tongue, man. Spit it out when people can hear.
That's right. It says, the time is come, the day draweth near. Let not the buyer rejoice, nor the seller mourn, for wrath is upon all the multitude thereof.
Yeah, I don't care if you a buyer or a seller, everybody finna get it, man. Anybody can get it, ABG. Yeah, keep going.
Verse 13 it says, for the seller shall not return to that which is sold, although they were yet alive, for the vision is touching the whole multitude thereof, which shall not return. Neither shall any strength himself in the iniquity, neither shall any strength himself in the iniquity of his life.
Yeah, because they said neither shall wickedness deliver those who are given to it. Just roughly paraphrase in Ecclesiastes, the 8th chapter, man. All right. So pretty much, regardless of what you got or what you got going on, all right, that's not going to be able to deliver you from this fury that Yahweh Shemel Shai is finna bring.
Right.
You know.
Like I said, neither shall any strengthen himself in the iniquity of his life.
Yeah, the iniquity of his life, man. All right, because if you do wickedness, that wickedness can't deliver you, man. What did it say? Righteousness delivered from death.
Verse 14 says, they have blown the trumpet, even to make all ready, but none goeth to the battle.
Yeah, we blowing the trumpet to make all ready. Well, we've been doing it. For the apostles and elders on down to make all ready, but none have came to the battle, man. You know?
God, for my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. The sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within.
Ooh, shit. The sword is without, and the pestilence is within. Basically, what's that scripture we brought out when it says sorrows shall come upon her on every side? You know?
That was 2nd Esdras
16?
Yeah.
Gone, bro. So sorrows has come upon this place on every side. There's no way to escape the judgment that Yahweh Shemel Shai is coming for this place, man. You know? Except through him. You know? Would you people ever check?
It says, he that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him.
Yep. So if you're in the city, famine and pestilence is going to devour you. If you're throughout the field, represents the world, anywhere else in the world, outside of one of these metropolitan cities, you're going to be destroyed by the sword. You know?
God. It says, but they that escape of them shall escape, and shall be on the mountains like doves of the valleys, all of the morning, every one for his iniquity. It says, all hands shall be feeble, and all knees shall be weak as water.
I get so wicked, the knees I get hardly speak. Yeah, man, you finna make niggas' knees weak out here, man. Like water, bro. said, well,
SWV.
He got woozy.
good, bro. They gonna put you in that knockout blow. Go ahead, bro. Yes.
Verse 18.
No, go ahead, bro.
This is Deuteronomy 32 and 35. To me belongeth vengeance and recompense. Their foot shall slide in due time, for the day of their calamity is at hand. And the things that shall come upon them make haste. Jump down to 39. See now that I, even I, am he. Verse 39. See now that I, even I, am he. And there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. For I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever. If I whet my glittering sword and mine hand take hold on judgment, I will render vengeance to my enemies and will reward them that hate me. I will make my arrows drunk with blood, and my sword shall devour flesh, and that with the blood of the slain and of the captives, from the beginning of revenges upon the enemy.
So, hey, the Lord is very, very explicit. He's going to kill all of those who touch of his that he sees as his elect, man. All right. He's going to destroy this place anyway, because you're considered his enemies anyway. Because all those who hate him, all right, you don't follow his ways. You detest his ways.
God, bro.
You speak against his ways. You make laws against his ways.
Just back you and say, all that hate me love death.
Hey, man, death is definitely on the doorstep.
Death is on the menu.
Be what you love.
That's right.
Death is on the menu, and they just keep ordering it up.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
done.
saying?
They always
Get
talking
death,
about
please?
Slack. Go ahead.
Like, can I get death, please?
Yeah.
You know?
hey, and the Lord, is definitely pleased to kill you, man. Because the Lord says that, you know what I'm saying, he loves judgment, man. He said he loves judgment.
God, bro.
All right? So it pleases him to see you dwell in torments, man. All right? So when you do wickedly against the Lord, man, hey, why are you surprised when you get death and destruction upon your civilization?
But even though in Ezekiel the 33 chapter, Yahweh Shemashah said he don't have no pleasure in the death of the wicked.
I was just reading that.
Yeah, so he said, like, pretty much, why would you die? Like, nigga, you love death. You love death. I don't want to put you to death, but you don't leave me no choice. I'm gonna kill your ass.
Hey, God, bro. Yeah, exactly. Because hey, look, if you hate his ways, of course, going back to what you were saying, if you hate his ways, you love death. And guess what? He'll give it to you.
God, bro.
All right.
God, bro. If you want it so bad, then shit, hey, the Lord, it's his good pleasure to give you the
Like Rick James, right?
God, bro. God, bro.
Reckless eyes.
Fucking like his rainbow outfit. We use it 18.
Back in Ezekiel 7, verse 18, it says, they also shall gird themselves with sackcloth, and horror shall cover them, and shame shall be upon all faces, and boldness upon all their heads. Verse 19 says, they shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed.
God, people gonna be out here burning money. Money ain't gonna be shit in a minute, man. People gonna be trying to make money coats so they can stay warm.
Money,
You know?
houses, cars, all that shit.
Well, people gonna be wiping their ass with money.
Yeah.
You know?
All riches, you know what I'm saying?
God,
All
bro.
these riches gonna be nothing.
God, bro.
Come. It says, their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is in the stumbling block of their iniquity.
Yeah, money. Because you got Jake think as long as you got money, you're gonna be okay. No, ass. So that's the stumbling block of your iniquity, man.
Whatever.
You know?
I'm saying? Gold, real gold, you know what I'm saying? Like, can that save you from when Yahweh Shemashah brings definitely destruction? Hell no, man. You can't swipe a credit card and get out of that judgment, man. You have to drink that cup.
It says, verse 20 says, as for the beauty of his ornament, he sat in majesty, but they made the images of their abominations and of the detestable things therein. Therefore have I set it far from them. It says, I will give it into the hands of the strangers for a prey, and to the wicked of the earth for a spoil, and they shall pollute it. It says, my face will I turn also from them, and they shall pollute my secret place, for the robber shall enter into it and defile it. Verse 23, it says, make a change, for the land is full of bloody crimes, and the city is full of violence. Wherefore I will bring the worst of the heathen, and they shall possess their houses. I will also make the pomp of the strong to cease, and their holy places shall be defiled.
And that's what's happened to Jerusalem. And it's gonna happen on an ultimate level in Jacob's trouble, man. You know?
It says, 25, destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none.
Yeah, ain't gonna be no peace, man. What it say, Isaiah 57, ain't no peace to the wicked, man. Ain't no peace to the wicked, man. What the hell are you smiling at? Fucking nigga one with your weave. Lord's gonna weave your ass out of here.
Verse 26,
Disgusting.
mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor shall be upon rumor. Then shall they seek a vision of the prophet, but the Lord shall perish from the priests, and counsel from the ancients.
Yep, Khan. So the Lord, he finna shut all this down, man. All right, we told you. We told you what was up, man. Then they're gonna seek a vision from the prophet, but you're not gonna find it. Why? Because the prophet's not gonna be out here. The prophet's not gonna be out here, man. Just like that brother who came up, man, like, look, bro, you can fist pump us all day, man. The Lord finna take us up out of here, bro.
Right.
You know?
I got a script. This is Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 23. But I will send into her pestilence, and blood into her streets. And the wounded shall be judged in the midst of her by the sword upon her on every side, and they shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh. And that's what's coming upon this place, man. The sword and pestilence already here, man. You know, it's gonna get even worse though, man. You know? He said he's gonna send a sword on every side. And like the brother was going into earlier about wars and rumors of wars, well, what the hell you think Esau is putting tanks and Humvees and shit in all the streets of the major cities, man? That's war, man. That's waging war on you citizens, man. That's wars and rumors of fucking war. What do you need military hardware in the street for, man? You know? That's war right there.
Slocky, brother. You know, they just Trump just signed some type of order where they sending out like 1 million reservists, military reserve, people, infantry to come in and basically, what I'm saying, help out with the COVID-19 situation.
That's what he's saying. What the hell you need an army troop to help you out for? You know? What the fuck is wrong with this sicko, man? What you need an army troop to help you out for, man? What they gonna help you out? They gonna help your ass, help put your ass to death.
Right. We'll run up in your house and drag you out of it.
Hey, so because when they turn off that power, all right, in all these houses, all right, people are gonna be forced to come outside, and all mayhem is gonna be taking place. And guess what? It's getting warm. It's getting hot. And every it don't matter exactly. Murder rate always goes up in the summer.
Bro. Yeah, they say that. Yup, bro.
So hey, guess what? Around this time, usually in America, they always have street sweeps, all right? And they come get all the wicked and the jacked up jakes, and they lock them up for the summer, so everybody else can enjoy Babylon. But guess what? Now they're letting everybody out.
Yep. So this gonna be a real hot summer, boy.
It's gonna be a hot girl summer.
Oh boy. Oh, you fucking bitches, man. You bitches, man.
I was gonna say that's that scripture, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to bring it out earlier, where it says, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, man. I can just get it real quick.
You fucking bitches, y'all got something coming, man. You so-called black women, man. Latino women and Native Indian women, man. Hey, you bitches think you're not gonna share dick. You gonna share dick.
That's right.
Yeah, God. You gonna share dick or you gonna share ass with? You gonna share your rod? You gonna share the rod of the Lord, rod of correction?
This is Matthew 24 and 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And that's what you're gonna see, man. Anybody gonna be giving a fuck about nobody these days, man? People gonna be running up against each other's shit, man. You know, people playing like shit is cool right now, man. But ain't no love in these streets.
Bro, them COVID-19 masks gonna turn to purge masks. These masks gonna turn to fucking clown masks, Donald Trump masks, ski masks.
They gonna have
KKK mask.
God, bro.
It's gonna say God on it.
God,
Boy, I'm done, man.
Oh my
Boy, I'm done out here. Stop eating all that damn octopus, man.
I be hamming. Yeah, I feel like I just got sick.
And the nigga woman, she's finished too.
Word.
She's finished too, trying to walk like she's doing us a favor. You are doing us a favor. Get your ass out of here.
She done, man. She done. She hopeless out here, man.
The nigga woman, her prize gonna be high till the Lord fucking just smash her ass. The Lord, see, the nigga woman ain't gonna believe this shit real till the Lord really fucking bring they shit down.
Micah 7 and 10.
I got a script on that. This is Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 15. This is the rejoicing city that dwelt carelessly, that said in her heart, I am, and there is none beside me. How has she become a desolation, a place for beasts to lie down in? Everyone that passes by shall whistle and wag his hand. You know, and this place do dwell carelessly, man. You know what I'm saying? Because people, even with this virus and all this shit, like they're not seeking the latter end, bro. The scriptures say they shall not be always mindful of the scourges, man. These people don't give a damn.
Yeah, because it say that the Lord sends famines, pestilences, and scourges for amendment.
Yep.
And so you can acknowledge him.
Yep.
But these people don't acknowledge that the Lord is bringing this, you know? What you got, Karak? You got something?
Just basically what he just said.
I think it's like 2 Ezra 16 and 19, 18, something like that.
2 Ezra 16 and 19, it says, Behold, famine and plague and tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
Yeah, so even then, when all this shit is being brought down to nothing, man, people still gonna be doing wicked shit, man. People still ain't gonna be reverencing the Lord, man. And the Lord said that the more that they do this, the more angry I'm gonna get with them too. You know, that's gonna bring more judgments. It's gonna be just, hey man, it's gonna be blood everywhere, man. This guy right here, he's going into slavery.
That's right. Him and his man bun. Oh,
And these dudes too. These dudes too.
That's a saltless jaw. Look at that saltless jaw.
God, bro.
Yeah,
So
no
salt.
jogging the salt.
The Lord obviously not with those people. He is
him,
obviously not with this guy. I got this right here. This Revelation chapter 9, verse 20. And the rest of men which were not killed by these plagues, yet repented not of the works of their hands, that they should not worship devils and idols of gold and silver and brass and stone and of wood, which neither can see nor hear nor walk. Neither repented they of their murders, nor of their sorceries, nor of their fornication, nor of their thefts. So, and when you read before this, this was going into, when you read before this, in this chapter, it was going into the nuclear missiles, right above that. So even when the nukes coming down, niggas still gonna be fucking committing wickedness, bro.
Yep.
Just like you seen that video about Quavo Bubblegum?
Bro.
You seen
Let us get one more in.
You seen the book? Yeah, I remember we had watched the account. So the nigga Quavo, you look out the window, the nukes was coming off in the window. This nigga Quavo, he put on some virtual reality glasses and started just fucking pretty much just being more of a demon. So these people, even in the very, very last of the nukes gonna be in the air and niggas still gonna be committing wickedness.
Right.
They shall be eating and drinking as in the days of Noah.
God, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Niggas see the nuke. I can't remember, I was watching somebody the other day. They was like, niggas gonna see the nukes and they still gonna be scoffing. Like, man, that shit ain't real.
They don't look like the mountains to me.
Those are probably like
That's what they say. That's Project Blue Beam.
That ain't the volcanoes.
God, bro.
Stupid niggas.
God, bro. Yeah, that's it. Oh, you got something smart?
No, I was just gonna say, man, the Lord's gonna mock you. All right, the Lord's gonna mock you. He's gonna mock the people of your household. All right, and he's gonna mock the end destruction of America. And he's gonna do it through his prophets.
Yep. Hey, all right. How about you, brother? Making it, man, making it. And it had Philadelphia right there. Church of Philadelphia, what we love. Right. But hey, you got something to mind?
Yeah, I got one.
Okay.
This is 2 Samuel chapter 3. Now there was long war between the house of Saul and the house of David, but David waxed stronger and stronger, and the house of Saul waxed weaker and weaker.
Yep.
It's a shot to you all, you fake camps with your fake doctrines, man. You know, y'all not gonna make it through, man. Y'all gonna be thrust through too, man. You know, the house of David's gonna wax stronger and stronger, man. Which we believe, Lord willing, through the Spirit, that we some of those men, you know, Lord willing. You know, but all these fake camps, you know, IUIC, the ISUPK, the ones not pushing the prophecy, man, they're gonna wax weaker and weaker, man. You know, lest they repent.
And then, you know, whoever you are, you claim to be a man of the Lord, you know, and you claim you about this shit. Well, when the pressure start really ramping up, your nuts are gonna start to shrivel up more. They was hanging at first, but they're gonna start to shrivel more as the adversity comes. You know what I'm saying? Bro. No, I was just saying what you're saying. That's exactly what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians, you get ready for death.
That's right.
All right? Esau's finna roll on you. All right? We might not be out here no more, you know. We got starvation coming. You got disease coming. You got your women and your children dying coming. You got nothing good to look forward to, man. You know.
Yeah, you got cannibalism.
Cannibalism, man. Why? Because you want to reject this right here, man.
Right.
So if you're a so-called Negro, Latino, Native Indian man, your ass better get right now, bro. This is it, man. The Lord's finna smash on you, man. You know. Lord willing, he'll smash on that shit. Lord is finna smash out here, man.
Hunters about to smash on you. How about
bro.
that? How about that? Them hunters about to smash on you.
God damn, that's the spirit, God, bro. Yep.
State of emergency, man. That's what America's in right now. So it's a state of emergency going on out here, man.
Yep. That's it. Y'all got anything else? All right, so with that, we want to give our praises to
Yahweh, Bashem, Hamashad, Bashem, Rakakadash.
double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone rule well. They've been pushing this truth for 30 plus years. And hey, you know, through their labors, we finna get the hell up out of here, man.
Right.
All right, peace and salutations to the house of David, the lit man pushing this truth and faith and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth.
Right.
So we can get the hell up out of here, man.
Right.
All right. All right. Shalom to the elect, death to America. All right. Death to Babylon, death to America.
Because here it is, you know what I'm saying? You're moving pridefully down the street where all the stores are fucking closed.
That's right,
bro.
What sense does that make?
Shalom.
Shalom.